Diablo? A cauldron of free PC games. Oh, the Terrorcist. Testricist. Textricist. It's hard to read the logo. I was trying to read the logo, not the actual name of the game.
You gotta pop out.
Oh yeah, we're live. I put it on the Discord.
No subscribers. There we go. Look at this chip. It's amazing.
What were you listening to?
A chip spinning around. Yeah, and it's an hour.
Oh, and they're playing the Gotta Move On.
Yep.
What kind of chip?
Just a plain Lay's potato chip.
Why?
I don't know. It's just an hour of it spinning around. You gotta... Why did I open my email?
That's some, like, Gandalf time.
Yes. It's there. No Gandalf time.
What was it called?
I can't remember. Oh! No, don't comment as me.
Comment is MikeyT33. Oh no.
Yes, indeed.
Oh my god.
Jody's first date. Oh, just getting wrecked, dude. Getting wrecked.
Who's Jody? The tank, curb your phone alerts. Oh my god, silence your alerts.
How do I...
Why? From the, Are they coming through loud on the Twitch channel? Alright, I did it. I mean, I don't know. It's the first time I've done it. You could have went on Instagram and told me. I'm sorry. Sorry, okay? I don't know what I'm doing.
The Streamvoid
Mike is
Podcast.
looking fresh, delicious. Eternal come.
Eternal. Thank you, sir.
And your audio is for shit, and you need a Bluetooth mic. Well, yeah. But I wasn't gonna...
Yeah, you could unpack the old microphones. Plugged them in.
Hello, Pixacat. You're at work? Sad. That's too bad. Pooping? Oh, hell yeah. That's nice.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, just for now? Well, that's because it's way the fuck over there. I mean, I could put it on the table, but the view would be of, like...
Burning stuff all day.
Yeah, in Sweden, you can just set up a burn barrel in your yard and do whatever the fuck you want.
I mean, you can do that here, too. Yeah. Just not in the city.
Exactly.
Just not in the city. Whoa.
There's that better, fucker. Lean it on the huge cup.
Huge cup. Whoa, what is this one spike in the audio? It's just wham, huge. Actually,
let me check.
Let me just have a peek of this
podcast. We're podcasting, baby. It could also be because the microphone is literally inside the cup. Maybe it's not poop, but I'm farting like crazy. Damn.
Okay, it sounds okay. That was just me hitting the microphone with my arm.
Oh, very good.
When I was doing things.
Too much pizza makes Pixacat fart like crazy, apparently. Yeah? Yep. Her poo gas is going to propel her into outer space.
Ass blasters.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Tremors 3 or 2.
Graboids. Bungboids.
ass blasters. Oh, Tremors 3.
It's way better even in the cup. I don't think I've seen any Tremors but Tremors 1.
It's too bad.
Mm-hmm. We watched Hollow Man as the second movie last night. Kevin Bacon extravaganza.
You were watching The Cell.
That was not last night.
Oh.
That was like the first night of the stream.
Oh, I love that movie.
How come real ass rippers are never as bad as the silent ones? That's a good question. That looks comfy there.
It's better than the freaking keyboard.
Champions. Earl is the main character. Yeah, I know. Oh, I've seen like trailers and stuff. I know that Earl's the main dude. Michael Gross. Even when Tremors Back in Time movies, and there's like Tremors in the Old West, it's still him as his like grandpa. Peek's talking about poop. Unheard of. No, she's talking about farting.
Fartalicious.
Sacred fumes, I believe.
We better can those and send them out.
Gamer Girl farts.
Gamer Girl farts. $10 a jar. Plus $20 in shipping.
Farts in a jar. And $20 handling.
Yeah.
Gotta stack them fees. Is this a regular occurrence? Yeah. It's farts.
It's farts.
It's farts. Very fun. Oh, snap, crackle, pop.
Kellogg's Rice Krispies.
My ankles are just... Farts are the ghosts of poop's future. Yeah, that is true.
Excuse me.
That's deep, dude.
Wow.
That's deep.
Stop this.
Mosh has,
transcended.
Yeah. He's become one ethereal fart.
He has.
Yeah.
He has become an ethereal fart.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh yeah. I did not watch Loki.
But you didn't watch Loki?
You can tell me all about it if you'd like.
Are you not going to?
I mean, even if I do, I don't care if I'm spoiled on it. So if you've watched it and you want to talk about it, I can ask questions about it. So
I've watched it. I won't talk about it because it's just too confusing.
But maybe I can puzzle it out with your excellent descriptions of what's going on.
Nah, we won't worry about it.
Okay.
Won't worry about it. What's next for us to watch?
I mean, I could watch Loki. It's just now I have to watch the first season.
You kind of have to.
I don't know what's coming. Hey, it's Brian's Dice Tower mug thing? Yeah,
Yep.
Well, guess what? I broke it in, so he's getting my sloppy seconds.
Technically thirds. I had to make sure
It's an
Cam
honor.
would fit in it.
It's an honor. It was an honor to follow in your footsteps. What is coming up next? I don't know. I mean, I would say it'd be like the new Boys show that's on.
Oh yeah, The Boys.
Well, it's not The Boys.
Oh,
it's
Gen V.
Gen V. Which, did I talk about that already?
Yeah.
I feel I did. I mean, there's already like 4 or 5 episodes out of it, so probably me if anything's coming. Yeah, I got Eternal come at me on Snapchat.
Wow.
Yep. He showed me all his axes.
Yeah.
It's like an American's house, but change the guns to axes. It'd be like, there's an axe here, open a drawer, and this is my backup axe. And then look, here's my small axe that I can hide. Eternal forever, exactly. And then if you look over here, I've put an axe on the wall. So it's pretty good.
Technically, that's like here too.
Yeah, you got axes everywhere?
Axes and guns.
Oh, shit. Yeah, but they're all like rifles.
Yes.
They're not handguns.
No.
Or like some sort of assault rifle.
No.
Or fully automatic machine gun. So, yeah. Pretty good. I want cum Snapchats. 5, actually. I got the face reveal, too, in the first Snapchat.
Ooh,
Yep.
hello.
Yep. Pretty good.
Helix has accidentally sent me a face reveal.
Oh, shit. I tricked him into sending me a face reveal.
Ooh, damn.
Yep. I can share the Snap thingy with Pixacat if you'd like. He already did that once, didn't he? Yeah. If you'd like that eternal cum sandwich. Gross.
It's cum sandwich forever.
Cum sandwich forever.
What does that even mean? What does it even look like?
It's just, you ever heard of the Ookie Cookie? It's like that, but with bread. I've heard that of the Ookie Cookie before, but I was like, why would you ever want to play that? You ever heard of the Ookie Cookie?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I
You
know what it
played
is. We called it crackers. around here.
Crackers. Oh, yeah. Why would you want to play that?
I don't know.
Just soggy coated bread. Yeah, it's fully
Dudes
glazed.
are weird.
I mean,
I don't know anyone who's ever played it.
not me either, but why would you even think like, hey, let's get some buds together and jack off on some crackers? I mean, it's snapping one off. Exactly.
Ugh.
That's weird.
It's probably a hockey thing.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Closeted? Maybe.
Hockey teams, like,
Yeah, I
kids
guess-
do weird things.
Yeah, it
I've
could
heard a lot
be.
of weird stories coming out of those teams.
Yeah, me too. Even like, yeah, not even just like young players, like NHL players.
Yeah.
Like, I remember my friend, he knew one of the junior players that was in the NHL, and they were like in Vancouver at the same time. He's like, come up to the hotel room. I haven't seen you in a long time. And it was like a guy that was playing on the Canucks or had been, I don't remember the exact thing, but he goes up there and they're just doing like huge rails of cocaine. He's like, good to see you guys. I'll talk to you later. It's just a frat sport team dumbass culture thing. Yeah. It's like, it's not gay. It's a hazing when I stick my penis in your bum.
Yeah.
It's not gay.
What it is.
It's just what we do. My coach did it to me, and I'm going to do it to you. Oh,
Gross.
God. Yeah. Exactly. Gross is right. Anyways, whatever.
Let me get my seating all arranged here.
Yeah.
Yeah, one guy was telling me about they do a thing with buckets and hockey pucks where one guy takes a bucket and sticks it over his junk, and then the other team throws pucks at the bucket, trying to get the pucks in the bucket, but his nuts are hanging out off the thing.
Off the edge? Dude, that would hurt like so bad. Like a puck is a frozen piece of rubber.
Yes.
Oh my God.
What the heck is going on here?
Why would you do that?
Tremors, the video game?
There's a Tremors video game? Really, that's got to be atrocious.
Maybe.
Excuse me.
There's some CG. Oh, maybe. I don't know. Maybe this is just really bad photos of the movie that look like CG.
It's possible.
African ass blaster.
Is that a type of graboid? Jesus. Oh my God. Holy, the triple. Oh my God, the triple.
They're the African variant of the American counterpart.
Oh, the African ass blaster.
Featured film, Tremors 5.
Oh. Tremors 5, eh?
Tremors 5. Oh, Michael Gross.
Yeah, he's like in every one of them.
And Jamie Kennedy.
Jamie Kennedy's in it? Oh my God.
Ugh,
Is he kicking it old school?
I don't know.
What was I gonna say? There was a Tremors TV show not that long ago, I believe. So I think in the first episode, Kevin Bacon is in it.
Oh, Bacon.
Yeah. Jamie Kennedy plays Bert's kid. Oh, God.
Tremors, Shrieker Island. Tremors 7.
Yeah. I don't think they cost a lot to make, and yeah, but Michael Gross will always do one.
Hell yeah.
It's crazy. You'd think he'd have enough money. Like, wouldn't they be getting a lot of residuals from Family Ties? What's that show called? What was he on? Family Ties? Then again, I haven't really seen Family Ties ever since it went off the air, but...
No, Michael Gross. Ugh. 1980, played Lothar.
No, not.
in Just Tell Me What You Want.
Nope.
Played himself
Uh-huh.
in Dorothy Meets Ozma of Oz.
Okay.
Played Dr. J. Marshall in Big Business
Uh-huh.
in 88.
Mm-hmm.
Burt Gummer
Mm-hmm.
in Tremors.
Okay.
Gordon Winslow
Mhm.
in Cool as Ice.
Okay.
Saul Silverman in
Mhm.
Alan and Naomi.
Okay.
He played Howard, of course,
Uh-huh.
the legendary Howard in
Yeah.
The Heat of the Passion 2, Unfaithful.
Uh-huh.
Burt Gummer in Tremors
Mm-hmm.
2,
Mhm.
Aftershocks
Wait, what about...
in 96.
No, there's something missing in there. You missed something. Like, he was on the show with Michael J. Fox. He played his dad.
Why the hell is this not in here? Oh, that's because that's movies. Television.
Ah, there you go.
A Girl Named Sooner.
A boy named Sue and a girl named Sooner.
Yeah. He played Stephen Keaton
Yes.
in Family Ties.
There you go. You'd think you'd have enough
Oh.
money for that.
Played Stephen Keaton
Mhm.
in Family Ties Vacation.
That must have been a made-for-TV movie.
Oh,
Something or other.
played a guy on Night Court.
Ah. Michael J. Fox.
Michael. The Outer Limits.
What was on The Outer Limits?
Yeah. Professor Stanley Hurst.
Oh.
Hurst
Hearst.
was on Law and Order CI, Law and Order
I
SVU,
think everybody's
Regular
on
Law and Order, Family Law, Spin City, Ally McBeal.
Oh, of course he was on Spin City. That was Michael J. Fox's show that he did.
Yeah. The Drew Carey Show,
I
CSI New York,
I watched the Drew Carey show, but I don't know if I liked it.
How I Met Your Mother, Boston Legal.
I definitely did not watch How I Met Your Mother.
The Young and the Restless.
A soap opera.
He was also on one episode of Parks and Rec.
He likes to work. At what point do you think, like, I'm going to retire?
I don't
Like,
know.
how old is he? He's got to be like 80. What? What do you mean, what?
76 right now.
Peaks a Cat. I used to love the Drew Carey show. I watched it, but I don't know if I revisited, would I like it? I haven't watched it since it was new. You know,
All right.
Cleveland Rocks and all that.
So we got Tremors. We got Tremors 2 Aftershock. We
Yeah.
got Tremors 3 Back to Perfection.
Uh-huh.
We have Tremors the series. Tremors 4 The Legend Begins.
Mhm.
Tremors 5 Bloodlines. Tremors 6 A Cold Day in Hell.
Uh-huh.
And Tremors 7 Shrieker Island.
Crazy. And Whose Line? I did not really like Drew Carey as the host of the American Whose Line Is It Anyways. I actually didn't like the other girl that did it either. What's her name? Aisha Tyler. But the British version was hilarious.
British version is always hilarious.
That was the one that I first saw. Do you remember when that first aired in Canada? It was on YTV.
Why?
I don't
TV.
know. But I remember I was like, what the fuck is this show? And it was so effing funny.
Yep.
Oh shit, what up, Colton?
What up?
I love them both. I just preferred the British version of the show.
I always preferred the British version of everything.
Yeah.
I think I'll answer this.
Okay.
Hello. Hello?
Hello? It's a scammer. Never saw the Brit version. It had most of the regular
Is it actually?
people on it. I think this is a real phone call.
And see you soon.
Oh,
Oh,
it's not a real call. It's Pixacat that's making the call. You're calling?
you don't even have my phone number. I call shenanigans.
Yeah. She'll just.
That was Best Buy.
Oh, your dishwasher.
They would like me to know my dishwasher may or may not be there.
Okay. Nice. So it arrived on a Sunday, is what they're saying. You don't know that? Maybe she has your phone number.
If you had my phone number, you'd be calling me every day.
She would just call you through Snapchat or whatever.
I get no 1 a.m. drunk dials at all from Pixacat.
No. Drunk on pizza.
Drunk on pizza
Yep.
and Mai Tais.
No, she had a squirt last night.
A what?
A squirt.
Okay.
Chris, got to show you what I'm currently observing while walking the dog. I can't
Observe it.
really look at it right now. If you're
Observe
gonna
it.
send it to me, I can see it later, but I can't really look at it now. So I don't know how it'll fuck up the Instagram live stream.
Yeah, she's struggling over there.
Nah, it's all right. It's
Probably.
fine.
Probably.
It's all good. That's fine. Just, I'd like for you to experience this. I'd like to experience it with you.
Just do the double experience session.
I gotta go to Sweden now, you know?
Do you?
I gotta go meet Eternal Come,
Uh-huh.
be killed by him with an axe.
Yes.
But first, I gotta go visit Otakaro.
Ah, Oda.
Yeah. And then they'll serve me some Swedish delicacies like surströmming.
Yes.
Oda was pissed about that. He's like, they never eat it or prepare it properly. Of course it's disgusting that way.
Well, yeah.
And I'm like, oh yeah? He's like, yeah, you don't open it in your house. Are you stupid? He's like, you open it under fresh water. And I was like, oh, you like put it in a bucket of water and open it? And he's like, yes! Oh, okay. But then Eternal Come was talking about vein cookies that are made of like blood, veins and something from animals, and you eat them and they're like cold or something like that, but it's like a snack. It's meaty flavor. I was like, that sounds
a meaty
disgusting.
cookie?
It sounds disgusting.
I'd have a meaty cookie.
But it's eating the veins.
It's just veins.
Yeah, but that's garbage. That's the garbage part of the animal. You make the hot dogs out of the veins.
You'd stuff the veins with meats.
This just sounds like pemmican. No, pemmican is like grain with fat in it.
Makes it nice and hard.
Excuse me.
I don't know what pemmican is.
Yeah.
A tallow, dried meat, and sometimes dried berries.
Oh, berries, not grains. Berries, yeah. That's what it was.
Can be used as a key component in prepared meals or eaten as is.
I saw a video of what's his name, Steve MRE, 1986, eating like a 100 or something year old British war like ration.
Yeah.
And it was a canned thing of meat from like 1896. And it was dusty as fuck when he opened it up, dry. And he's like, well, he turned it into like meat tea. And he's got like iron nose and iron gut. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Because he's like smelling it. He's like, ooh, it smells really bad. And then he takes a little sip of it. Oh my God. So gross. The shit he eats. He's hilarious though.
Pemmican's meaning is manufactured grease.
Mm-hmm. Is it from French? It's gotta be.
Creepy mackin? Dried meat, traditionally bison, moose, caribou, venison, or beef can be used as well.
Oh,
Pounded
it is
into a
French
coarse
then.
powder.
It's probably from like portaging dudes.
Yeah. You wrap it in paper. It's
Yep.
good to go.
Yep. Good old pemmican.
You got to get those berries in there to get rid of that gamey taste.
Yeah, exactly. And so you don't get scurvy from
Yes.
only eating meat.
Maybe we should make a pemmican loaf for
Out of what?
For the shop.
And serve pemmican loaf? I tell you that'll be your worst seller. I know you.
And I'll call it gamer loaf.
Yeah, gamer loaf. All you need is Doritos and Mountain Dew, and you'll be in business.
Yeah, we got all that.
Yeah, that's all you need. You don't need anything else.
No.
Oh,
we
Monster.
will. Oh yeah,
Monster.
got monsters, rock stars, and gurus.
Is there going to be a loyalty card?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah. Is it automatically tracked or manually tracked?
automatic.
Nice. Buy 10 monsters, get one free.
No.
Yeah.
It's probably be X amount of money in store gets you X amount of credit.
Oh, I see.
But ridiculous because some people can just abuse that system like crazy.
How?
They had that issue at one of the other stores. I was talking with the people. They're like, "Oh yeah, we set the loyalty rewards like way too high," and people were just cleaning us out.
Oh, they were offering too many rewards.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
that's their fault. Then.
Yeah, they're like, "Yeah, we dialed that back."
Start low. You can always increase it, and people will be happy.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's too high and you reduce it, then they'll be pissed up. You know how it goes.
Yep.
Just look at Apex Legends.
Well, it'll probably be kind of like a independent style.
Some
Or it's
points.
like $10
Double
they'll
points
give you 1
redemption?
point.
Double point redemptions?
No double point redemptions.
No?
Nah.
Double point earning days?
You can't do that when you're a small business.
But you can do double point earning.
You sure can.
Yeah.
2 points for every $10.
Indeed.
And 1,000 points is $10.
On your slowest day of the week, you offer bonus rewards.
Yes.
See? I'm great.
That'll be Sunday. Actually, I don't know what day it'll be.
Why would Sunday be the slowest? You'd think
It's
it'd be like
typically the
Tuesday
slowest.
or Wednesday.
Typically, Sunday is the slowest.
According to what?
According to stats
Okay. In
provided
the
to me
gaming
by
store?
other gaming employees.
Oh. Oh, I see. You've got the inside scoop.
I've got the inside scoop.
I see.
Okay, everybody, here's the scoop.
Here's the scoop, everyone.
Here's the scoop. That's a thing. So Phil Solo. You know Phil Solo?
No.
Traditional YouTuber from Vancouver, BC.
No.
Does some wacky stuff.
What does traditional YouTuber mean?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
He just films himself doing wacky stuff sometimes.
No, I've never heard of him. Did he make the world's biggest elephant's toothpaste?
No.
That's a callback.
That's a huge callback.
Yeah.
It's legendary.
Yep. No, never heard of him. If your question is have you ever heard of X YouTuber? The answer is no.
Exactly. Yeah, I know.
I should also go that way and be like, has Mikey Teen seen X? Mikey Teen
Yeah, I was
seen
just
X?
thinking about that.
X movie? The answer is no. I should know that already. But I'm gonna keep asking and being shocked by your answer every
What?
time.
You haven't seen that before?
Yeah, I'm gonna be shocked. Well, you seen Trevor's and Trevor's 2, like.
Well, yeah, that's because they were legendary.
So it's fucking whatever I asked you about last time that you hadn't seen. I don't even remember. I think Slither was one that I said that you hadn't seen.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen Slither.
Yeah. But there was another one that I was just like, what the fuck?
Oh, Slither.io.
No, not Slither.io.
Oh, no,
Epic.
I have seen Slither.
Oh, okay. Epic, welcome in. We're doing the podcast right now. I'm just continuing on Instagram because it's re-streaming it on Twitch so that the streamathon continues. It doesn't end. It never ends. So, yeah. Welcome in.
Deleted the visuals of people eating flesh.
From
Deleted all the
Slither?
visuals of people using word fuck and bitch.
Is this from like the edited movie?
Yeah,
website?
altered version. No,
Yeah.
this is just on the IMDb.
Okay.
Deleted the visuals of bloated women breaking up.
Yeah, she was gross. I think I managed to encapsulate it fairly well. Have fun getting a sneak peek into what the daily is like here. Oh my god.
Le Daily,
Schweden.
huh?
In Sweden. It was if you would have seen his Snapchat, you'd been like, this guy's not Swedish. He has
Yeah.
no accent. He sounds like he's English.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he just sounds like he's Canadian or American.
He just
No accent.
lives too close to the one side of Sweden. It's closest to us.
Closest to us.
Yeah.
As in
Yeah, like the
English?
most western part of Sweden.
oh,
So he's it's, you know.
I guess it's probably if you go to school and just which you learn more of, like I think everyone in Sweden learns English, but it's like English immersion or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Slitherio and Agario. Oh, I don't know Agario. Slither.io, Agar.io.
Yes.
I got an alert, so I need to say hi. Back to football. Hike for.
Hi, football. Oh, roguelikes on Slither.io?
Oh.
Die in the Dungeon Classic?
Mm-hmm.
Folder Dungeon. That's what I wanted to play.
Folder Dungeon?
Yeah, because it's a dungeon, but like monochrome Apple II.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I can just play it in the browser. Oh, made with Unity. Oh, sorry.
Can't play it.
You just oh
Mike,
my
I live
God.
in the most northern part of the country, up in the mountains. That's why it has so many axes.
Oh, he's got to cut all that wood.
It's for wolf defense and for trolls or something like that.
Ah, yes.
Or is that Norway? There are more trolls in Norway than Sweden. Not internet trolls.
No.
Like real trolls, you know.
I can't move the windows in Folder Dot.
Oh,
Folder
that's
Dungeon.
too bad.
Sad. Oh my God. Yeah, that's getting played later. High up in the mountains.
Yep.
You've been alone too long. You've lost your Swedish accent.
Wouldn't you just lose the ability to speak
He just talks to himself the entire time.
in English?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Of course.
That's how wolves communicate. English.
In English?
Yeah. Just got to talk to wolves in English all the time.
Oh, I see.
Helps practice your English and,
I
you know,
see.
communicate with the outside world.
I think in the Wheel of Time books, the wolves communicate through visions
Oh.
with humans. And their names are like the feeling of you running through a field in springtime at dawn. That's your name.
That's a good name.
Yeah, pretty good.
That's a good name.
Pretty good name.
I think so. I'm going to get some water.
Okay.
And then we can start the big show.
Mikey T's getting some Mikey water. And then it's back to the homestead of Sir Curb. That's me. I've knighted myself. It's the Danes that are more like trolls. Norwegians ain't so bad once you calm them down with a fish. No, I meant like, isn't there like lots of folklore about trolls in Norway? I saw that movie Troll and I thought it was from Norway. Not the one with Warwick. No, wait, that's not. Is that? No, that's
Warwick
Leprechaun.
Davis?
That's Leprechaun. I'm getting my movies mixed up. No, there's a movie, or Troll Hunter, the movie from Norway, I think is what it's called. When they hunt the trolls at nighttime and they'll hit them with UV light and they turn into like statues and stuff.
I did just watch one troll movie. Not just, but
Troll Hunter? Yeah, Tank says it's good, so that must be the one I'm thinking of.
I watched the Troll from 2022 on Netflix.
Snap. Crackle.
And it was decidedly okay.
Okay. Decidedly okay, he says.
Very, very middling.
It's like found footage? Yeah.
Oh.
The original Norwegian one I'm talking about, not
Oh.
the English remake.
There's a game you need to play. That's all found footage.
I need to play?
Yeah.
What's it called? At
hang
Dead
on.
of Night?
Hang on.
And they fall on official country troll hunter? Yeah. Official country troll hunter? Yeah. That's the one.
It looks pretty good.
And it's called?
It is called. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on.
It's a weird name for a game.
There's a lot of hang-ons.
Super hang on.
Ultra hang-on.
Ultra hang on.
Oh, don't tell me that was a friggin' ad. Oh, here it is.
I would play a game based on that.
That's
movie.
not it.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. Assassin's Creed Troll Hunter.
You remember we looked at that one FPS game from like body cam footage?
Yeah.
And it looks like really real.
Yeah.
Same style, but Blair Witch.
Oh my god. It's a diaper
Found
filler.
footage horror game 2023.
Oh yeah, but we have more. Naken and Skogenblad Ornar.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I don't know what that is. Oh no.
This is what it looks like. It looks super cool.
Oh no. I don't like it already.
Somebody probably saw that FPS and was like, oh my god, we could do a horror game like this.
Oh, there's a little... Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh man, it looks so good.
Into the house. Excuse me.
Definite diaper filler.
Oh yeah, look, she's standing in the corner like the Blair Witch. Paranormal Tales.
Oh, PT.
Oh, it's PT. Don't play PT. Good way to steal the name.
Right? Looks pretty cool.
Looks spooky, that's for sure. Oh, that's an eagle? A blood eagle? And a Nixie. Oh, a Nixie. Oh. I see. That's cool.
Your Facebook video. All right. Let's get this show on the road, shall we?
Sure.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Streamvoid Podcast, episode 146.
Ooh, I got shivery.
That's because it's a little bit chilly outside today.
Yeah, it is a little bit.
Yes, I am MikeyT, and of course, across from me is Kurbstomped. You can find us everywhere under our respected monikers.
Yes, sir.
And yes, you're listening to the Streamvoid Podcast. This is a show about life and video games and everything in between.
Yes.
Speaking of in between stuff,
Yeah,
you've been on vacation.
I have been.
How has your vacation been going?
It's been streamerific.
Yes.
Yep. I've been streaming the whole time.
So, 1010.
Yep.
Where did this come from?
Oh, the 1010.
This is you are currently doing your 1010 anniversary stream.
Yes.
And you're streaming for 14 days straight.
Yes. So basically it was a stream meme. I was playing Final Fantasy. No, Final Fantasy. Why did I say Final Fantasy?
It's like
Resident Evil. Because it's Resident Evil 7.
Yes.
So I don't know. 7 is synonymous with Final Fantasy for me, I guess. I was playing Resident Evil 7 and there was a stupid clock puzzle in it where you have to, as these stupid games are, it's like you have to open a door. So of course you have to work out a puzzle to open a door by using a clock.
Yeah.
And I just cockily said, oh, the answer's 1010. Because whenever you see a clock in an advertisement, it's always set to 1010. Like a clock, manual or analog especially, but even digital, they're always set to 1010 because a digital analog clock, it looks like the hands make a smile because they point to 10 and 10.
Yeah. So
I'm like, it's 1010, easy puzzle, whatever. The answer wasn't 1010. I was wrong, but the answer was 1015. So I feel I was pretty close.
You were pretty close.
Anyways, it became a whole thing where, oh yeah, like 1010, haha, and then it sort of just started popping up in. I mean, as things happen, it's sort of like it probably happened just as much beforehand, but once it's in your mind, you start noticing it more. Like I'm sure I saw 1010 all the time,
probably,
but then it was like a thing where it'd be like, oh, look at the time you sent that Discord message at, and it was at 1010, or like I'd try to set an alarm and be like, oh, I'm not gonna say it, but I'll be like, set an alarm for 15 minutes, and it'd be like, okay, the alarm's set to go off at 10 p.m. And it just became a whole thing. So
yeah, and Hoot's eyes.
Well, that was yeah, exactly.
And we saw that a couple days ago.
So yeah, we decided to do 1010 would be just a stream thing. So the first year I did I think I did a 24-hour stream, and then last year it was like, I'll take a week off and just stream the whole time. And then this year I was like, fuck it, I'll take 2 weeks off. I got nothing else to do. I'll just stream for 2 weeks. So we started that on Tuesday, and now it's Sunday, and the stream has been up live the whole time. I've been sleeping on the couch, and I was not going to sleep on the couch.
You were not going to.
So the first night I decided, last time I just slept on the couch the regular way, And I was like, I never slept on the chaise part of the couch, which is more comfy, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, let me try the chaise section. And I also put a sheet on the couch because the microfiber is not my favorite feeling in the world.
Nope.
And I slept pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Pretty good. So I was like, oh, okay, that was probably the problem with the other end of the couch, was that it was just not as comfortable. Because I was going to just sleep in my bed and move the camera. So I did that, and then the one night I was tired, so I just sort of laid down and didn't change the camera position, everything like that. And it was okay, but then I was like, I'm going to just see about turning off the lights. And then if that makes a difference. So that was the main thing about the sleeping on the couch, was I had all the lights on the whole night, and I had my cat eye covers on, but that doesn't only work so well. So I basically turned the lights off and left lights that are out in other rooms on, so I get lit up a bit, but I look very ethereal when I'm sleeping.
Yep.
And that worked very good anyways.
Oh, nice.
But there's been a few things where it's like, oh, I discovered some things while I've been doing this. So I don't know why, but first of all, the stream has been running since Tuesday. I haven't restarted a computer, stopped the stream.
Yeah.
Twitch I think they must have changed the way their back end works. And a stream can only be 48 hours long. Yeah. And just ends and restarts on Twitch's end after 48 hours. So my stream it says I've only been running for whatever, 15 hours, but it's been running for, whatever. But not a single dropped frame.
Nice.
The whole time. Which is why now all of a sudden? The other thing too is my hour counter in the bot started working again. So it stopped working months ago. I tried everything to get it working. Nothing would work. And then they tried it during the stream here. And it's oh, it's working. It's counting the hours again. It's well, what? Why? I didn't do anything. And then the other thing that I discovered was I was messing. The green screen's been really causing me trouble in the stream. Yeah. And it would be I'd adjust it so the green screen goes away. But then I'd take my hat off and my forehead would be disappeared. And I was well, my forehead's not green. Or the shadow of my beard would be green screen that out too. And I was what is going on with this? So suggested by the tank in the chat, he's there's got to be yellow light that's doing this. It's close to green, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm I look at the studio lights and I'm oh, they are set to a little warm. So let me turn them to white, right? So I do that, and it fixed it a bit, no big deal. And then I'm playing Pokemon, and it's I'm see-through. I'm a ghost, right? Everything is see-through.
You sure were.
And it's what is going on? So I'm I don't know what's going on. I look up just as oh, what's happening? And I'm oh my fucking God. My stupid lights in my roof are warm yellow lights. Yeah. And I was could that seriously be it? So I went and got my 2 white bulbs, put them in there, fine, perfect. I was
Very good.
Fuck. And the tank is I told you yellow light, and I'm well, I looked at the studio lights and I figured that was the problem. I didn't think to look at the ambient lights in the room because they're not nearly as bright as the studio lights. Yeah. So yesterday's stream, the whole time I didn't even turn the studio lights on. It was just the overhead lights, and it worked perfectly. Huh. So nice. Holy fuck, it's crazy.
You sussed it.
Yeah, it only took a year, but no big deal.
Very good.
But yeah, the streams have been fun so far. I've been playing a lot of stuff and hanging out, just having a fun time basically. Nice. Drinking a lot of energy drinks.
Yes, of course.
I got lunch was purchased for me. The first dinner I got was purchased for me by Epic in the stream chat. He gave me $25 to get McDonald's.
Nice.
And then I think the next day or the day after, I had a surprise knock at the door, and one of the mods showed up with a pizza. Nice. From Red Tomato Pie here in town, and left that for me for dinner. So that was pretty cool. And then I did a grocery shopping trip to Safeway.
I saw that.
It's a little blurry, I think. The video.
It was a little bit blurry.
Yeah, I don't know. My internet speed on my phone isn't fast enough, I guess.
Well, it's just our coverage here isn't
there's that
isn't
too.
The best.
I live streamed coming over to Mikey T's today to record the podcast. on Instagram, and the stream's still running on Twitch on home. It's just rebroadcasting the Instagram stream, and
Yep.
you know, I'm just doing it.
You're
know?
just doing it, doing your best, living your best life.
It's been fun. I like it. It's been good. I could definitely do the streamer house if that was something, you know.
Yeah.
Just having cameras everywhere and whatever, talking to everybody. It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be.
I mean, obviously there wouldn't be one in the bathroom or
No,
whatever.
but,
You know,
yeah.
but just having it like walking around, be cooking dinner and talk to the
Just
chat or whatever.
just live all day.
You'd have to have like a total like crazy setup to be able to like
Oh yeah.
switch cameras and everything
Oh, yeah.
like that. But yeah, it's been fun anyways. So
Good.
what about you?
Yeah, it's been a busy week.
Mm-hmm.
Busy week. My dishwasher has been broken for a while.
Oh yeah, I saw the old one outside.
Yeah. So I bought a new one on Amazon. Or not Amazon, Best Buy. Huh?
Smooth. It was smooth sailing.
Oh yeah, 100% smooth
Okay.
sailing.
Tell me how
There was one in stock. I was like, I need this particular Whirlpool dishwasher. There was one in stock. I'm like, buy it. It's like, yeah, great. It'll be ready for pickup shortly.
Okay.
So I'm like, I'll pick it up tomorrow. So tomorrow comes around, get an email. Best Buy's like, hey, your item's ready for pickup. I'm like, great.
Yeah.
Let me trundle up to Best Buy, wait for the wife to get home. We go up to Best Buy.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, it'll be here on Tuesday.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Said it was ready for pickup.
I got the email.
I got the email. It said it was ready for pickup. They're like, oh, yeah, it's not actually here.
So
Who flagged it as ready for pickup
Yeah.
if it's not here?
Yeah.
So that was fun
Yeah.
up there. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I guess we're going home now. And then right before we started recording,
Got
I
another one.
get a phone call from Best Buy saying, hey, your thing's ready for pickup.
The phone call is because like, hey, this asshole hasn't picked it up yet.
Probably.
We emailed you the other day, buddy.
Yeah.
So why the fuck aren't you here to pick it up?
So I'm going to go up there later and be like, hey, I got a phone call. Said it was ready for pickup. They're like, oh, it's not here yet.
You're going to be wasting your time to do that?
Maybe. I'm going to cancel the order and just buy a new one.
Yeah. Not from Best Buy?
Not from Best Buy.
Yeah, fuck it. I agree.
Though the one I really want is going to take like a month to get here.
I mean, you've been washing your dishes by hand for how long?
What a pain in the ass.
So another month isn't going to kill you.
That's true.
Yeah, that's like when we bought our house. There was a portable dishwasher.
Yep.
Whatever, roll it around. And in the shed, there was a built-in that they said, oh, that doesn't work, whatever. And we're like, oh, well, okay, whatever. And then when we were renovating, we're just like, let's just check it out. Yeah, it was fine. It worked fine. So we put it in there, and now we have the built-in, and everything's hunky-dory.
Nice.
Yeah. It is a lot nicer to have a dishwasher than manual by hand.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. So, browsing Reddit today, looking for articles to put onto the podcast.
Yep.
Reddit just starts feeding me crazy weed ads, like pre-rolled joint ads.
Why?
I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
I was like, what the hell is this? What is this for? It was like some tube and it's like pops up and all these joints come flying out. It's like, get your strawberry flavored joints here, dogs. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Location based? Just
Yeah.
It knows you're in BC.
Yeah, it knows I'm in BC, and so it's feeding me these crazy, colorful, pre-rolled joint ads. It's like, what the hell? And I went to the website. I'm like, holy crap, this is a nice looking website.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I should get some pre-rolled joints.
Steal the design for the website.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, the targeting ads are getting better for like local businesses for our area.
Yeah.
Like I use whatever. I listen to my podcast, and I was like, that was an advertisement in the podcast for like a local business. And it's like that. It's not like a local podcast. It's like an American podcast. So.
Yeah. Yeah, when I was getting ads on YouTube, I would get a lot of local ads for YouTube.
The one thing I do like about the advertising now with local on YouTube and stuff like that is it's actually the quality of our media that way in this town has got better. Because for years and years, it was straight up just our local TV station, and they have the most atrocious video editing and special effects and voiceovers. Everything is terrible.
Yeah.
Just terrible. Like stuck in the 80s. Like, no, that's worked for us for 40 years. We don't need to change it. And now we're getting like people that are like, well, we can like have some motion in the commercial. Like, imagine if the camera moved through a space rather than a
Right?
stationary shot of like the owner of the business. Like, we would very much appreciate your visit to our new location. Smiles at camera. So that's the one thing I like about the media nowadays.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, everyone's into media nowadays. Anyone can make a commercial.
Oh yeah. Well, you can do it better than they do at the TV station.
Oh yeah, for sure. And then you just ship it
Same
off.
thing with radio here. Whenever I would go to any other city, I'd be like, wow, the commercials on the radio are way better than in my town. Like, they're just garbage, terrible ads.
Yeah. They're still terrible here.
Well, they
for
are.
radio.
When it's like, why would you not get a professional to do your voice ad on the radio rather than you, the business? Hi, it's Chuck at the refrigerator store, and I'd really appreciate your business if you came and visited me, Chuck, at the refrigerator store. Just terrible.
Yep. Or the I'm not your average dummy.
I'm unfamiliar.
That was always a classic commercial for me. I was like, oh my god, look at this guy.
That's just some dude that worked at the
yeah
TV station that recorded that one. So you're gonna cancel your dishwasher order today?
Maybe.
Okay,
We'll see. I'll go up there. I'll call them up and be like, hey, is my dishwasher actually sitting up there? Because if it is, I'll pick it up. If it's not, cancel the order.
Yeah. Have you paid for it?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Get a refund.
Yeah,
you have to go up and get a refund.
Yeah.
Or did you buy it online?
I bought it online.
Just cancel it online.
Yeah, could do.
Yeah. And then you don't even have to deal with it.
Yeah.
And then they'll have the dishwasher up there, and then you can just go up there next week and get it on like open box discount.
Yeah. I don't know if I talked about this last week,
I don't know.
but
Talk
Aegis
about it.
Aegis Mobile Power Washing
Uh-huh.
is moving into detailing.
Oh my.
We're opening up a shop up the hill, hopefully.
Oh wow.
There's some lease stuff going on.
Wow.
And so we're gonna have a shop. You can bring your vehicles up, get some detailing done.
Wow.
I've been making Facebook ads, and I've got, I think, 4 baked up, ready to go.
Bake them.
So people in town, they're going to be getting some Facebook ads for the pressure washing, power washing, and detailing.
Who's doing the detailing?
We've got employees.
Oh wow.
Now coming in.
Holy.
Yeah,
The real deal.
the real deal.
Crazy.
So that should be good. I spent last night. I basically spent all week doing stuff for AmPow and some stuff for Game Hub.
Nice.
Speaking of that, CamCon was this weekend. Is still going on.
Oh, Kamloops Convention.
The Kamloops Tabletop and RPG Convention.
Oh wow.
They have it's pretty big. I don't know if I've said this before on the podcast as well, but I'm slightly agoraphobic. And so going up there with all those people, I was like, oh my god, get me out of here.
But agoraphobia means you're scared of being outside.
Yeah, open spaces or crowds.
Oh, open spaces.
Yeah, but it's the
Okay.
crowds bit.
Okay.
But I went up there, greased a lot of elbows, met a lot of people,
Oh yeah.
looking for local artisans to carry their products in our store.
I
I came back with a pretty large stack of business cards.
Oh baby.
And there were actually 2 custom resin dice makers up there who were pretty cool. Awkward Octopus Creative.
Oh yeah.
She's originally from Kamloops but moved to Victoria. And then the other one was Ink and Bee.
Ink and Bee.
Yeah, they're making all kinds of cool custom resin dice.
Oh yeah.
Super cool. Yeah, met a lot of people. It was a good time.
Nice.
Found out that our main competition, who's trying to open back up, was up there running the Flesh and Blood card event tournament.
What is Flesh and Blood?
It's another card game that's trying to get popular,
Oh yeah.
but it's a lot easier to play than Magic. There's a lot less rules involved.
What
It's
a
just like
terrible name.
It's just one. I know it's awful, and the artwork is awful.
Oh, yeah.
Like their logo, awful.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what is this? Yeah, it's a pretty okay game. I have a few decks
Oh yeah.
to try it out and see what it was all about. And yeah, it's just like a one-on-one hero style combat. You have your hero, you have armor, you have weapons, and then you have moves. You just do moves and block and stuff, and you draw your cards at the end of your turn. but you use your cards in your defense. So like if you're being attacked, you have to use some of your hand to defend against those attacks. But you don't redraw any cards after that. So when it becomes your turn, you only have X amount of cards in your hand. And then you're like, oh, well, I used all my cards to block, so now I can't do anything.
Ah, interesting.
So there's a lot of back and forth and good strategy involved in that kind of in that game.
Crazy.
Yeah. It's
Never
good.
heard of it.
Met with the Smash community.
Like Smash Brothers?
Yeah, Smash Bros, the fighting game community.
Oh, yeah.
They're a neighborly bunch of boys. That was a huge tournament there. They had people up from like Portland and Seattle to play in the tournament. I was like, wow, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
They get together at the university.
Oh, yeah.
Every Saturday. I'm like, well, why don't you come down to the Game Hub instead?
Yeah.
You can just come down and play your league events there.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, yes.
I wonder if they're the ones that had that Twitch page that Twitch channel that I stumbled across. There was like Camel Smash.
Yeah, that's them.
Yeah.
That's them.
Crazy.
Yeah, so hopefully once everything gets rolling, they'll be down there as well with a regular home rather than, having to float around to different places or play at the university.
Floaters.
Yeah.
Flush them away, I say.
Other than that, work was just work. Played Cyberpunk.
No, yeah.
That's good. It's just good.
Yeah.
I've been into it. Just going.
I gotta finally just sit down and do it.
Yeah, it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's about it.
Okay.
That's about it. I didn't really have any memorable adventures. I don't think I've ever actually played very much this week.
No? I sure did.
Yeah. Yes, you sure did. Tell me about it.
Well, excuse me. I started off with the stream with playing Costume Quest 2, because last year I started off with Costume Quest 1. So I beat Costume Quest 2, which was not as good as the first one, I don't feel, but it was still pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get all the achievements because some of them are like...
Play the game again?
No, it's like find all the cards and like use all the cards once, and it's like there's like 50 different cards, and I'd have to like follow a guide to find the ones I missed because I don't know where I didn't go.
Yep.
But it was more like every time you went to a different area, it was like, oh, you're in this new neighborhood. Well, I really need you to go door to door and trick or treat. Fill up my candy bag for me. Okay, I do that. I go to the next area. It's like, oh, I really need you to deliver this candy for me. Go door to door and deliver the candy. And when you knock on a door, either the delivery person is there or you get attacked. And then you go to the next area. It's like, well, I really need to go to every business in the area and ask them a question or whatever. And you knock on the door and either the person in the business opens the door or you get attacked. And it's just like, oh, okay, whatever. Each costume, not every costume, but costumes had like map abilities. So it'd be like, you'd go to a guy and he'd be like, I'm never going to tell you what I know. Like, this is secret and I'm going to take it with me to the grave. But you need the secret from him. And it's like, okay, I'll put on my Thomas Jefferson costume. And then I can use my like political talk to him and be like, I know it's been a tough time around here. And, do her old political BS. And they'll be like, oh yeah, you're really relatable. I'll tell you what you need to know. Whatever. Yeah. So it was a time travel story. So you're going back in time, and you take the kid from the past to defeat himself in the future and stuff like that. So it was pretty interesting. So I beat that the first day. I also played some more Lies of P, which is that's a like Dark Souls style game, but it has so many systems that you keep unlocking new things as you go. Which I guess, like, in Elden Ring, they do that too, but they do it in a very archaic way in Elden Ring, where it'll be like, you've got a crystal flask. Okay, what the fuck do I do with a crystal flask? Whereas in Lies of P, it'll be like, you've got the cube, and this is what you do with the cube. Or, like, this is how, like, you've unlocked the... it's a very unfortunate named system, but you upgrade your P organ. By using quartz.
Oh my god.
On it. So
I mean, it's the Lies of P.
It is the Lies of P.
You got a P organ.
Yeah, so that's a little awkward, whatever, but yeah, I beat another boss, and I died a lot, but whatever, that's the way those games work. And it's a little less it's a little like Dark Souls is more like you have to like read every item and, you know, see what's going on. Whereas this one, it's like a little more straightforward where, you know, there's a part where I climb this in this clock, whatever. And there's like a brazier that's on fire up there. And I just got near it and it's like, oh, you can push it. So, oh, okay. I hit the button. I push it off. It falls down and you see it burns up everything on the ground. And I was like, oh, what's that all about? Why did it do that? So then when I die next, I respawn down there and it's like, oh, there's a whole nother secret area down here. Whereas in Dark Souls, it would be more like you hear a grinding sound. You do something like that and it'd be like, you hear a sound. Where? What do I do now? Like, I don't know. So this is like a little bit, a little easier that way, but I'm liking it a lot. And the graphics are cool and the story's interesting. And whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, you keep up. Like I'll be like, oh, I can upgrade my sword, sweet. And then you have your arm you can change off to have different abilities. So I got like a flamethrower arm, and you can. So then they unlock it. So like, oh, you can get different arms. There's like a grappling hook arm. So I'm like, oh, that's a cool system. And then it's like, oh, now you can upgrade each arm. So it has like a grappling hook, but it also can do this. And there's like 4 levels to it. And it's like every time it's just like a new thing gets added on top and top. So it gets a little easier, but it is also Dark Souls-esque where it's like one false move and it's like, oh, 5 guys all killed me at once. Oh, shit. So
it's classic.
Yeah, classic Dark Souls style.
Yep.
I finished off The Quarry. Which
Nice.
is the horror-themed werewolf one.
I was tuned in for a little bit of that.
It's a good one. The graphics are good in it. The story's interesting, but near the end, it kind of like gets a little bit sort of falls apart a smidgen. Where there's a whole scene where you're in the basement of like the spooky house and there's werewolf in a cage or whatever. And one of the guys puts my girl in a chokehold kind of, you know, and like grabs her and whatever. So I'm like, I got caught, whatever. But then the next scene is we're back upstairs. She's somehow free and she has her shotgun back and she's like pointing at the family. And at this point, I'm like, I don't want to kill the family. They're not like bad guys so much as just trying to kill all the werewolves. And the old grandma is like, she attacks me. So it's like hold down jam on the A button to like fight her off. And I'm like, I'm not going to fight her off. I'll let her take the shotgun from me. So she does. And they, yell at each other a bit more. And then I have the shotgun again.
Weird.
Yeah. So I was just like, well, I don't understand where this scene came from, but I liked most of the characters in it. I thought the voice acting was pretty good. There was one character that I did not like at all, and I immediately blew him away.
Yeah.
There was this Australian guy he was just an annoying character overall, but then when he got he got bit and he's turning into a werewolf, and he was even more dickish. So there's a part where he hasn't turned into a full werewolf yet, but he's like, acting up and he's like throwing us around and everything like that. And I pick up the shotgun and no hesitation just blew him away. But then he turns into a full werewolf because you're like your regular human body just explodes off of you and you're like a werewolf. So it's just like blood and viscera flying through the air.
Nice.
It was a cool game though. I got over half the achievements, but there was so much stuff I missed. I missed like half of the clues and half of the tarot cards and half of like the collectibles in the game, and I was like, I thought I went everywhere. But maybe it's like if you do this, you don't go to this area.
Yeah,
that's certain
choices.
Because as I was playing it, Brian Ludo Lads came into the chat and he's like, oh, I never saw this scene before. And I was like, oh, really? Why? And he's like, oh, she was dead. So she never got to see that. So everyone survived except the one girl. I got her killed because like the shotgun aiming is just so fast, and I was trying to hit this shotgun and it just kept like swinging all over the screen, and then the werewolf just killed her. So, but everyone else survived.
Increased panic level.
Well, it wasn't.
Simulated
I guess maybe
panic.
Simulated panic level.
Simulated panic.
That could be it. But it was just like, whoa, baby. And then I've played a bunch of Pokemon.
Yes, you've played a lot of Pokemon.
So I bought the DLC for Violet because it came out recently. So I played through that. Did the story. It was probably like, I don't know, 15 hours-ish to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I also didn't like rush through it. Like, you come into the DLC. Well, I didn't use low-level Pokemon. I used my regular Pokemon I was using, but I didn't like ride my little vehicle around where you can like jump and fly and shit.
Yeah,
I ran by foot everywhere so I could like take in the sights and everything. And I collected all the Pokemon as I went, you know, because they added new ones and they added returning old ones, and I collected them all up. And the story was kind of interesting, whatever, but it has two of the most annoying characters I've ever seen in a Pokemon game.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it seems like I'm going to see more of them in the next DLC, because they were two visiting students from this other academy called the Blueberry Academy.
Oh.
And the next DLC is like going to the Blueberry Academy.
Oh, yeah. You're going to be roommates.
They were so annoying. Like two of the worst characters in a Pokemon game ever. But, you know, I've been talking on chat about Pokemon as I'm playing, and about old Pokemon versus new Pokemon, because they used to they've made the games a lot easier now compared to they were.
Yeah.
As game development goes, things just sort of get easier over time. Whereas back in the old time days of Pokemon, like if you're catching a legendary Pokemon, which for those that don't know, are they're like a rare Pokemon that there's like one in the world, basically. So for example, like Kyogre or Groudon, you would go to them in like Ruby on the Game Boy. You'd save the game, you'd start the battle, you'd fight them, work them down. They'd be doing all their attacks, and you'd throw like 40 Ultra Balls at them, and they would break out every time.
Yeah.
And you start throwing Timer Balls, and they'd break out every time. And it would take so long that they would have no more moves left, and they'd struggle, which is a move that just damages you and the Pokemon.
Yeah.
And eventually they'd struggle themselves to death. So you'd have to restart the fight and do it again. And sometimes it'd take like 2 times, 3 times of them struggling to death before you catch them. Whereas in modern Pokemon games now, it's like, oh, I took 10 Pokeballs to catch that guy. Like, that took forever. So in this DLC, there's 3 legendary creatures. There's Ogie Dogie, Monkey Dory, and Pheasantipity. So I go to catch those, and I go to Monkey Dory first. And I threw like 40 Pokeballs at him. It was taking forever. I'm like, wow, this is like an old school Pokemon battle. This is crazy. They've really made these legendaries tougher this time, you know? And I'm like throwing Timer Balls, and he's like killing all my guys. I'm like, this is an old school Pokemon legendary fight. I'm like, this is cool. Let me go catch those other 2 now. 2 Pokeballs each. So I was like, oh, I just had really bad luck on that one. So
luck stat 0.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
But I've been playing that. Hatching eggs, just sort of messing about, doing different things. People have been coming in the chat and been like, oh, I need this Pokemon. Does anyone in the chat have it? And I'll be like, I can get you that one. No problem. So I go catch trade it over to them, and, you know, it's been fun.
Nice.
The one weird, crazy thing too, though, was, we'll talk about it later, but we played Control.
Yes.
And we learned a new ability.
You did.
Oh,
because I learned it last time.
No, but I got 2 new abilities.
Oh, 2 new abilities.
So I got the dash ability.
Yep, that's one.
But there's also, maybe you didn't get it. We'll talk about it later. But there's like a dominate ability.
Oh yeah, I don't have that one.
Which lets you. It's a small spoiler. It's nothing crazy, but you can like convert a bad guy to fight for you when they're low health. And I was like, yeah.
I read some docs with that.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
I've read some docs about a few powers that I think we're gonna get. I'm like, ooh, here we go.
Yeah. So I got that. So I was like, oh, this reminds me of the Lord of the Rings game where you play as that elf ghost in a human body that you can like dominate the orcs and turn them to your side.
Yeah.
And Tank in the chat was being a bit of a wiener boy. He's like, oh yeah, Lord of the Rings Gollum. And I'm like, it's not Gollum. And I describe it again. He's like, yeah, Lord of the Rings Gollum. And I'm like, no, it's not Lord of the Rings Gollum. And I'm like, I'm trying to think like, what's the name of the guy in the game? I'm like, oh yeah, the elven guy. He was in the Lord of the Rings show that made the rings. And I'm like, what's his name? Oh yeah. I'm like, oh, it's Celebrimbor. Yeah, I remember. It's Celebrimbor. So I played, that was Control in the morning. And then at nighttime, I'm playing Pokemon, and a guy on Twitch chat comes in. His name is Celebrimbor the Ringmaker. And I'm like, I was just like, who is this? Who's done this, right? Like, thinking like Tank made an alternate account or whatever to be funny. So I click on it, and the account's like 2 years old. So I'm like, what the hell? And he's like saying stuff like, you know, Lord of the Rings quotes in the chat and stuff like that. And I'm like, who is this? What is going on? Oh my God.
That's hilarious.
And then he's just like, no, I'm just a guy that happened to come into the chat today, and you know, I was looking to get some Pokemon traded my way. So then I was like, oh, I can hook you up with what you need, no problem. So I traded him what he wanted and everything. But it was just like, what the fuck? Just randomly
That's
some dude
funny.
named Celebrimbor comes into the chat. So crazy.
That is crazy.
But did I play anything else? I put the GameCube. I bought a new GameCube HDMI adapter. I don't know if I mentioned this.
Yep.
Yeah. So it arrived. Oh yeah, because it was going to arrive on Sunday after the podcast. So I tried it out. The quality's much better than,
of course,
the other one, video and audio, and it works easily fine. I couldn't find my memory card that had like my Wind Waker saves on it, because I was going to play a little Wind Waker. I was requested to, but my save was like, I had 3 hearts. It was like a brand new save.
Huh.
But I beat the game, so I have a save somewhere on a memory card that I don't know where it is.
New Game Plus?
No, it wasn't. It could have been, but no, I don't think so. And then I was also requested to Animal Crossing to see the original Animal Crossing, but I couldn't find my Animal Crossing game.
Huh.
So I was like, where the fuck is it? I couldn't find a few of my games. And I'm like, I didn't sell Animal Crossing, I don't think, because that's just one I would have kept, I think. But I mean, it's possible I got rid of it. So I'll have to take another peek around and see. But other than that, I think that's pretty much it for the gaming. It was fun though.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Just a lot of degeneration, just chilling on the couch.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
there's been a lot of that.
And watch some movies.
I keep tuning in when you're asleep.
Oh yeah,
because I come down at like 6 a.m.
Oh yeah,
before I go to work, and I'm like, oh, they're just sleeping there.
I've been woken up a few times because I have alerts set off. Yeah. So a few times I've had people come in and pay their 100 biddies to have the creeper explode in my ear when I'm sleeping. So
boom.
It's fine because it wakes me up. I talk to him for a minute and I go back to sleep.
Yeah.
So.
Is that on speaker or is it on headphones?
It's on speaker.
Yeah.
Comes through the TV.
Oh.
Yeah.
How's the upstairs feel about that?
I don't think they hear it.
No?
No.
That's good.
Yeah.
Because there's not a lot of insulation between you and them.
I mean, I've asked them about it before and they've never said anything. So.
There you go.
But it's one time. It's not that loud. Like,
yeah.
If it's like silence, dead silence, and then all of a sudden it's like,
yeah,
it doesn't take too much to wake you up and scare the shit out of you.
Yeah, for
sure.
Though
this creeper boy doesn't scare me as much as the scream. The scream is just there's no buildup, whereas the creeper boy has the bit of the fuse sound, so you kind of like partially hear it. But like whenever the scream gets played, that's like, oh, my heart attack. So, anyways,
yeah.
And we watched a few movies on stream. Not really going to talk too much about them. Watch Tremors.
Classic.
Hollow Man. The Cell.
The Cell's classic.
Yeah. So.
I love The Cell.
Yeah, it's a good one. Though Jennifer Lopez talks really weird in it. She's like really whispery all the time. It's very weird.
It's been a while since I've seen it.
Yeah, I saw it in the theater and then I probably saw it on DVD or VHS afterwards. Back in 1999 or 2000 or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's just very whispery the way she talks. So. That was before she was Jenny from the Block.
Yes.
She was just Jennifer Lopez backup dancer from In Living Color.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it for so far on the Jouch.
Very good.
Yep.
I'm going to go pee.
Oh, Mikey T's taking the classic Mikey P. DJ is like, wow, look who's on the phone. It's owner of X company. Exactly. Halloumi man. Let's see. If I were trying sending a Vane cookie to Chris, I'd be put on a list, but that might be worth it. Mosh, you, me, and Pizza Cat have to get Curb in Sea of Thieves. Oh my god. I think in American Canada it's called a Bramble. There's a game called Bramble that I want to play on Game Pass that is probably based on that. For the lulz. Who's lulling? Who's LOLing during Sea of Thieves? The viewers are. How are the viewers LOLing? because it would be funny. Oh, would it be? It will be funny. Oh, I see. Branch out, Bramble Boy. I've played Sea of Thieves. Welcome back.
Hello. Hello, hello.
Welcome
I
to the
don't know
jungle.
Why you say goodbye, I say hello.
The Bramble. Bramble Boy. I've been called Bramble Boy.
Oh, okay. Okay. I don't have a segue.
Okay.
But patreon.com/StreamvoidPod.
Sure, why not?
Yeah. You get in there, you can throw money at the screen, you can support this podcast with your hard-earned dollary dues.
Yep.
It is the only way to support this podcast other than the fanfare you show us in the live chat if you are watching live.
Mm-hmm.
And you aren't watching live if you're listening to this now.
Wow. That's crazy.
I know. It's almost like we know what's going on out there.
Mm-hmm.
If you support us, just $1 a month will get you access to the podcast early on Sunday instead of on Wednesday when it goes live. You will also get access to the pre-show content, the post-show content, and all of our special videos that we make.
Mm-hmm.
All of them, all 3.
It's okay. I mean, whatever.
Yeah, it's been a busy time. We haven't been able to make some fresh videos for you guys, but hopefully soon we will be able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, patreon.com/StreamvoidPod.
Yes.
Let's talk about some news.
Sure.
You know who's back in the news?
Unity.
Yes.
Ah,
Unity. The CEO has stepped down.
Uh-huh.
He was like, yep, I messed up. It's all right. I'm out of here.
Classic CEO maneuver.
Yeah.
Fuck up everything. Step down. Still take the severance package,
Of course.
Move on to another company to fuck up.
Yeah.
It's the ever returning cycle. Yeah, this is after they did their whole, like, we're going to change the way gaming is monetized if you use Unity. Like, if a game's installed, you owe us 20 cents.
Every time it's installed.
Even if I installed this, one person installed it 6 times, you have 20 cents per installation.
Yep.
And developers, they were unhappy.
Yes, rightfully so.
Very unhappy. And people were basically boycotting Unity and switching to different engines and stuff. And I can't imagine that people are going back like, oh yeah,
they're fine now, we can just go ahead and do it.
They have seen the error of their ways.
Yes. Whether it's too little too late or what, don't know.
You have to know too that, like, the CEO, if this was his idea, maybe it was, maybe it wasn't, but he ultimately probably greenlit the idea.
Yeah.
And there had to have been 50, 100 people along the way that were like, this is not a good idea. Don't do this. But
it's just the boardroom was like, yeah, let's do this. And they're like, oh yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah, the shareholders.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a stupid play on their part for sure. And yeah, like I said, the CEO, he'll land on his feet, I think. He'll be okay. I mean, everyone else at Unity's fucked, but he'll be okay.
Yep. It's usually how it works.
Generally.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be working for Domino's within a week or wherever else. Like, you don't have to know anything about the companies you run when you're a CEO.
You sure don't.
That doesn't matter.
You just have to make the company money.
Which usually just means being hired on and laying people off. But,
yeah.
I mean, it's easy to be. I could be a CEO. Anyone could be a CEO.
Yeah.
You don't even have to choose the people to lay off. I go to you and say, we need to cut costs. Lay 500 people off. And then you go to your 5 department heads and be like, you have to lay off 100 people. And then they go to their little regional manager and be like, you each have to lay off 20 people.
Yep.
Easy job.
You've done it.
And then I hit the golf course, go for a massage.
Yeah.
Maybe have a cigar. And then go for dinner.
Maybe a cigar. Definitely go for dinner.
Yeah. Just thinking CEO things.
That's the CEO life right there.
Just CEO things.
Yep. You'll meet Fred on the pitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Not the
The
pitch.
pitch? What are we playing? Cricket?
The
course?
The court.
The court.
You play some squash.
Oh,
with
some
Gerald.
Squash. Yeah, I made Gerald at the squash club at 4:30 a.m.
Yeah.
Right.
Got to get your squashing in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Next up,
Mm-hmm.
here's something that's been all over YouTube.
Yep.
Jax Films accuses Sniper Wolf of
Yep.
doxing him, asks YouTube to demonetize dangerous creator, quote unquote dangerous.
So
Jax Films, OG YouTuber,
yeah.
been around since the start.
Okay.
Sniper Wolf has been around for quite some time.
Yep.
Jax Films, notorious hater of content re-uploaders and reactor videos. And that's all Sniper Wolf does, is reaction videos. Essentially now. That's all she does.
She was faked with her video or gaming content before.
Yeah.
I didn't actually see what the doxing was.
So Sniper Wolf found out where Jack Films lives.
Yeah.
Goes to his house, takes a picture of it, posts it on Instagram. It's like, should we go knock? And just essentially tells everyone where he lives. And he's like, what? This is not okay. And it's literally not okay.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to be doxxed, but I mean, I don't know. She probably didn't do it. I don't know her, so I don't know, but is it malicious or just stupid?
I think it's just stupid.
I don't think it's
malicious at all.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Like, I'll take a picture out here. Like, haha, funny joke. She
was probably pretty mad about the whole thing.
Yeah, but
she is not. She's pretty upset with how everything's going with all the content Jack is farming off of her.
Yeah, but I mean, whatever. Anyways, it's a whole stupid thing, but I don't know. Is it malicious? I don't know. She seems like she could be the malicious type.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know, but that's against the YouTube terms and services.
How can I get her to take a picture outside of front of my house?
I don't know.
That would really sort of like,
Well, you guys don't really live in the same city like they do.
But like, what if I talked enough shit? Would she just show up here?
Show up and take a picture of your house?
It's clout chasing 101 here.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I've done stuff on stream before too, where it's like, oh, I shouldn't have shown that or whatever. Not like anything bad, but you don't really think about it.
Yeah.
Or like I've caught myself. The one I remember the most was I was streaming and I was going to go into our friend Pizza Chat's stream while I was streaming and say something like, oh, when are we going to play a game? I'm streaming now, blah, blah, blah. And I almost hit enter on it. I'm like, wait, this is almost like I'm advertising as I'm streaming in her stream.
Yeah, right?
So I was like, never mind. I'm not doing this. But it wasn't like malicious. It was just like the haha funny thing to say and whatever.
Well, because you guys are friends, right?
Yeah, but
is
that any different than you're like, haha, I'm at Jack's house. Should I go in and knock on the door? I'm sure she didn't like go from the street sign, like this is the street he lives on, and here's his house number, and here's his house. And if you come at this angle, he can't see the camera.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it was partially both though, because she seems
probably
to be a bit of a, I don't know, if you're gonna lie about gaming on YouTube for money, what else are you gonna do?
Yeah. Who knows?
Exactly.
Who knows? Her reaction content is fairly
stupid.
Yes.
Yeah, I see TikTok clips of it, and it's just her like looking at the screen with a dumbfounded look on her face, literally saying and doing nothing.
Yeah, there's very little transformative nature in her reacting.
Yeah, it's like watching XQC react.
Yeah,
where it's like, well, here's XQC reacting to this video, and it's him eating dinner.
Him eating dinner, watching the video.
Yeah,
that's
like,
a good reaction.
Wow, this is great.
This has made me very hungry.
I see why everyone watches XQC all the time.
Nobody knows.
Well, it's because when he plays actual video games, he fucking gets so salty about it.
Yeah.
And punches his table and just goes crazy.
It's not true Canadian behavior.
No, I think it is. It's
yeah?
like true Canadian, like entitled kid behavior. Like, Mom, where's my iPad? Like, that's literally what XQC would be like. Mom,
Where's my iPad?
'Cause
Except
he's
very hard to understand.
well, yeah, but because he's been like famous since he was like a teenager.
Yeah.
He has no idea about anything in the world.
No.
So, anyways,
Yeah, that's that.
I need to stir up more drama. I guess.
I
if want
suppose.
to become a big anything, a big turd,
A big turd.
big walking YouTube turd.
Yes, that's how you get the clicks and the views, is being a turd.
I guess I don't know. I just can't do it.
You gotta have hotter takes.
I could do it. Like I could do it. You know, obviously I could stir up drama. That's no problem. I could
Yeah.
do that in 10 seconds. But I can't do it.
No.
Like I just think about it and I'm just like, oh, to act like that, that's what you have to do is act like that. Like, no, thank you.
Yeah,
I
no.
don't-
Goes against every fiber in your being.
I
You're
don't
like,
wanna-
I can't do it.
There's lots of things if I wanted to be like something like that on YouTube, I could make it happen.
Yeah.
But no.
You just start acting on your intrusive thoughts, and then it's like, whoa.
Not even intrusive thoughts, just like I see what they're doing and I could emulate it
Yeah.
or do something just as stupid, you know? But whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways. Yes.
Valve warns Counter-Strike 2 players use AMD's anti-lag feature, you'll get banned. So
There's an
AMD has
anti-lag feature?
Yeah, they've added an anti-lag feature to their video cards to lower the input latency.
How the hell does that work?
It injects itself into the game code.
So
of a game.
is it like, oh, we think that he would probably shoot at this bad guy based off of our thoughts of the way he plays? So
It's
we'll
milliseconds.
preload the shot for him, basically?
That would be more like AI, I think.
Okay.
It lowers the input latency. So if like your mouse movements are like 1-to-1 rather than 1 to, milliseconds apart.
I don't see how that would, yeah. Anyways.
But the way it does it is that it injects itself into the code of the game.
Mm-hmm.
So you're altering the game code, which is a bannable offense.
Shouldn't that automatically be detected by, like, I guess they run the check at startup probably about the game rather than while it's running.
Yeah.
So if you turn it on after the game's running, it should be okay, I guess. But if they can't detect it, I guess they must be
It's very
able to
detectable
detect
because people are getting banned
it. Okay.
like crazy.
I hope it's not an automatically turned on thing by AMD
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
because that's a pretty crazy.
It's only on the newer 7,000 cards, so that's very few people that would have those. But still, you turn it on, you get in VAC banned.
It seems like it's not even turned it on. It's just part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or maybe you do have to turn it on. It doesn't default to on. You have to turn it on.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, there's a bunch of gobbledygook about how it works. It says by applying frame alignment within the game code itself, allowing for better frame syncing, which leads to even lower latency and great gaming experiences. And if you adjust the Johnson rod just to 2 degrees to the left, so it says anti-lag injects itself into the game's code, detouring engine DLL functions. Sure.
I mean, it alters the way the game behaves and the original code by Valve. Therefore, it's a VAC ban. You cannot alter code in a competitive game.
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
Exactly.
So if you got a 7,000 card out there, don't play CS2 until they fix that.
Don't turn it on.
Yeah, don't turn it on until they fix the get that patch out of there.
I guess CS2's still pretty new, so they're probably still figuring out how everything works.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's like lots of exploits and stuff going on, so they're being very extra diligent with anything they see weird.
Yeah, probably.
Because there's probably lots of people just they're finding all sorts of exploits and shit.
Finding the new hacks because it's a highly competitive game.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Still haven't tried CS2. Will never try CS2.
Yeah, I probably won't either. That's just too much. Too much snap reflexes that I don't have anymore.
It just doesn't even look that good to me.
Yeah, it just looks like Counter-Strike.
Yeah,
that's
slightly nicer Counter-Strike.
Slightly nicer Counter-Strike with volumetric smoke grenades.
Which is all turned off by anyone playing it anyways.
Yeah.
They don't keep that shit on.
No.
Minimum fog.
Minimal fog.
Yep.
Minimal. Next up.
Yep.
Minimal sales.
Okay.
One Wii U was sold this year. Somehow, somewhere.
So, this is so stupid. Not every, but like a lot of these companies, they report sales to whatever company. So they'll have a deal like, I don't remember what it's called, but video game sales are tracked by, I can't remember the name of the company, but like, for example, Best Buy reports their sales to them.
Yeah.
And then they compile a list of the most popular video games sold. Walmart never shares their information, so they're not included on the list. So whenever there's like the best-selling games list, it doesn't include Walmart. So anyways, it's skewed that way anyways. But like, if there just happens to be a Wii U sitting on the shelf of some store that reports their sales to the company, it'll come up that, oh, we sold a Wii U. It's been sitting on the shelf for 5 years, dusty,
yep.
but we sold one.
Yeah.
It's like when Zeller's here closed in Kamloops, however long ago that was.
Quite
like,
a while.
Literally like 15 years ago or whatever,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
even more. The close down at the store, they were clearing stuff out, and this is in like 2006 or something like that, and there's literal NES stuff they have for sale.
Yeah.
Because they never sold it.
Mm-hmm. It's just been sitting in the back for
So there was
years.
like an NES multi-tap or whatever, the 4-player adapter.
Yeah.
And it's for sale. So I bought it because they actually reduced the price, because that was the thing. It was at Zeller's. It's like, well, it's worth $50. That's the retail.
Mm-hmm.
We don't reduce it to clear it. We keep it till it sells.
Yep.
So since that controller was like 20 years out of date, but they still had it in like 2006 or whatever.
Yeah.
Well,
for
not 20
full
years.
retail.
Yeah, but it was reduced finally because they're closing down. But yeah, so if some mom and pop that reports their sales to this company has a Wii U that they finally sell, that's how it ends up on the list.
Yeah.
If I found a new Wii U on a shelf, I'd be buying it too. I want one. I never got a Wii U, and now it's
I
too
think
late.
at this point anyone would be.
Yeah, there's lots for sale on the Facebook Marketplace, but I think the prices are too high for what they are. But yeah, I mean, they'll be reporting. I mean, anything can be reported as sold, so
yeah,
it's not like it was bought from Nintendo either. That's the thing. It's like, it's not like Nintendo was like, oh, we had one neat Wii U we found, ship it out.
No, definitely
This
not.
was like one that was shipped to the store in like 2016 that finally sold.
Yep.
So
definitely.
It's interesting that they track that stuff, but this is a non-story.
It's a good non-story.
It's an interesting story to talk about, but
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know. People don't know how these things work, so it's just like, oh my god, they sold a Wii U.
Oh, one Wii U. Let's go.
Yeah. Also, in like 2021, they sold 3 Vitas in the same month. Oh my god,
3 Vitas. Probably all from the same store. Everyone's like, oh hey, one guy, same store, or 3 Vitas. Some guys are just like, yep.
Yeah, they finally reduced them.
Taking those to go on eBay.
They finally reduced those 3 Vitas. I'll buy them.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
PS5.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting smaller.
Is
and
it?
yet larger.
It can't get any smaller.
It's getting smaller and larger.
So small. Oh wait, I meant it can't get any bigger. My bad. I was
Sony
backwards.
Unveils smaller redesigned PS5 model and a price hike.
Oh, that's how it's getting bigger.
Yeah.
I like what you did there.
Yes, getting bigger in price, smaller in form factor.
So my only problem with this reveal, it's like a quick YouTube video, 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Nothing big. There's no size comparison besides putting a controller next to the console.
Yeah, exactly. It just looks the same to me.
I was like, how much smaller is it? I can't tell. They look
30% smaller, apparently.
It should be about, like, I don't know, 50% smaller. There's so much wasted space in that fucking system.
The quote is, reduced in volume by more than 30% and weight by 18%, and 24% compared to previous models.
What?
Is it 30% or is it 24%?
Is that the average of 30 and 18 is 24?
I don't know.
It is.
Yeah.
30 plus 18 is 48, so half of that 48 is 24.
Why?
I don't know. That's a stupid way to write
24% compared to previous models.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
is
overall it's a 24% reduction.
Yeah.
That's so stupid.
They took it. It's slightly shorter by 33 millimeters. That's 1.25 inches. And slightly narrower by 44 millimeters. That's
Dude, it's still
1.73
fucking
inches.
huge.
It's still huge.
Like, why wouldn't they reduce the height by half? Oh my god.
How is that 30%?
Well, volume. It's by volume.
Yeah.
So that adds up quickly.
That's ridiculous.
But that's still like so tall and thick. The thickness is pretty good. But it's only like an inch shorter.
Yeah.
It's still like 20 inches tall then. Oh my god, that's so stupid.
Yeah,
Anyways,
and the price is going up by 50 bucks.
That's why they didn't put the old one next to it, because it'd be like, it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's like, what'd you guys even do?
Yeah. And the price is going up by what?
50 bucks.
On the digital
For
one?
the digital one, yeah.
Why is the digital one going up in price?
Bring it in line with the disc one?
Wouldn't the disc one be more expensive to manufacture? It has an extra part in it.
Many extra parts.
That's so weird.
Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't make any sense why they wouldn't increase both.
Maybe
because no one's buying the disc version.
So increase the price?
So they increase the price of the digital.
I see. No, I think the digital one is probably selling less than the disc one, I would think.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know, man. It's hard to say. I would be disc for sure. I would not be digital only.
Yeah. That's you.
But like, I don't know. Like
I don't know if there's a stat that's going to tell me how many there's something from theshortcut.com.
Oh, my favorite website.
Sony's discless console is way more popular than the PS5.
Really? That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
It's just maybe because it's cheaper?
Probably because it's cheaper and everyone's just getting their games online anyway now.
Yeah, I do too mostly, but it's also like getting the game deals on disc is way easier.
Oh yeah.
Way
for
better than digital because they're usually way cheaper.
Here's a Reddit article that says in 2022, 94% of all game sales were digital.
Yeah, but I mean, that's mostly PC, dude.
But then it's like, and yet the PS5 disc console has outsold the digital. Like what?
Yeah, but most of the game sales are PC that they're reporting.
Oh
digital,
yeah, for
because
sure.
Can you even buy physical PC games?
Not anymore.
Yeah. So
Steam came out and shut that market down.
Oh, big time. Which is, I guess, better for the developers because, like, well, we can sell the game for the same price and not manufacture it.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
I like a good big box.
Yeah.
You know, that's me.
I enjoy having the disc on my Xbox, but every time it's like, oh, I got to put a disc in it. Oh my god. Because there's some games I got physically because they're just like, it was like, oh, it's $9 for the disc, where it's like still $30 digitally.
Yeah, for
I'll
sure.
get the disc, but then it's like, oh, I have to stand up now. Oh,
oh,
no.
poor guy.
Yeah.
Got to stand up.
So
What an unfortunate
I know,
turn of events
I know,
when you got
I
to
know.
stand up, put a disc in.
I know it sucks.
Imagine back in Laserdisc times where you had to like stand
Flip it?
up and flip the Laserdisc
Yeah,
and then
but-
put a new disc in
but
and then
that-
flip that one.
But there was no other option then, so
No, I
that's
know.
just like, it's fine. It would be more like going from your house to you go to your grandparents' house and it's like, oh, I gotta change the channel, I gotta get up to flip through the channels.
But what a satisfying ka-chunk when you do.
Yeah, that's true.
Gunk.
So did you know that's why you know how sometimes a remote control is called the clicker?
Yeah.
It's because the first ones were a sound to change the channel that was a click.
Oh, interesting.
The TV would hear the clicks and it would do different things depending on the sound the clicker made.
The certain frequency.
Yeah, and then
Crazy.
people would like find that their TV would change channels if they like dropped their keys on the floor or something like that because the sound was similar, so the TV would hear it and be like, "Oh yeah, you want to change the channel."
Oh, what a terrible idea.
I mean, that's all there was to. That's how technology changes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, how can we get it so you don't have to get up out of the chair? First remote had a wire.
Yeah,
Strung
definitely
across
wired.
the room. Next, it was like the clicker. It makes a sound that changes the channel. Is that any difference with the clapper?
That's
Definitely
just a clapper for your TV, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then it was like, oh, how do we do it next? Oh, RF. But you have to have direct view. And it just keeps changing, you know? Gets better and better. So, but that's only like 40 years ago too.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
Yeah. So
how far we've come in
think
remote
about
technology.
when you were a kid and you had to get up and change the channel.
Sure
now
did.
It's just like you can just say like, okay, change the channel, TV.
Yeah. You'd be like,
Netflix, please.
Yeah, I want to watch this.
Yeah. So crazy. Soon it'll be you just think it.
Yes. Give me that chip in my brain.
But your PS5 will still be so huge that if it falls
Yeah.
on your head, it'll put you in a coma.
Yes.
Yeah. Why would a PS5 fall on your head? I don't know. I don't know the scenario, but
It's probably happened.
exactly.
I mean, I have a scar on my inner thigh from where a PC gashed me.
A PC? Like
Yeah.
a tower?
Yeah.
Why?
No, because I was in shorts working on a PC on the ground.
Yeah.
And it fell and
Sliced
me right open.
Damn. Hate when that happens.
Yes.
Crazy.
It is unfortunate.
Wowie.
Speaking of unfortunate.
Yep.
Here's everything that's happened with Microsoft's acquisition.
What do you mean unfortunate? Speaking of unfortunate.
I don't know. It was a segue.
Okay.
Not accurate one,
Yeah,
but it was the segue.
Yeah.
Here, everything that happened with Microsoft acquisition of Activision Blizzard. It's going ahead
It's
now.
finally happening.
The European
It's
Union was
happening.
like, okay, go ahead.
Now that they sold off the cloud gaming rights to Ubisoft, which who the fuck cares about?
Right.
They're like, yeah, you can do it.
Here's a list
Of the games.
Of the games.
Before we get to that,
Okay.
I just want to say I had bought Activision stock
Mm-hmm.
right as it was announced that Microsoft was buying them. Or no, maybe it wasn't actually. It was actually before that. I think I bought it when it was really shitting the bed with the whole Bobby Kotick and sexual harassment. It was really low, so I bought like not very much, like 5 shares or whatever, just because I was like, oh, I don't think it could go lower. Like even if it's like the worst company because of all this stuff, it's Call of Duty.
Yeah.
It's like the most popular game in the world. It'll be fine, right? So I bought like 5 or 6 shares, whatever. And I saw that it went through. I'm like, well, what's going to happen to my shares now? That I like, what happens, you know? So I went to look on my account and I'm like, I don't see my shares anymore. Like, where did they go? So I did some digging. They hadn't been sold or anything like that. Trading is halted on Activision until this goes through, where every share that I have, Microsoft is just buying.
Oh.
For $95 each, which is above the market value that they are.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, I really wish I bought like a lot more.
Yeah.
Like when it was low, I wish I bought. It wasn't that low. Like I think it was like $60 a share or something like that. So it wasn't that cheap. But if I would have just put all my money in there, I'd be like, oh fuck, this would have been real nice. But it's hindsight is whatever they say, 50-50, 20-20. I don't know. Whatever eyes are, mine are bad. I don't know how the numbers work.
Yours are 50-50. Hindsight's 20-20.
Hindsight's are 20-20. Mine are probably like 30-70 or something like that.
Yeah.
Anyways, they're finally coming. They say that they're going to have the Xbox Game Pass Blizzard stuff will be added next year, which is starting in 2 months.
Yeah.
3 months. So hopefully we'll start seeing adding. Are we going to see like Diablo on Game Pass? I don't think so.
Just put Rock and Roll Racing on Game Pass.
Yes.
I'm good with that.
Well, we're going to go through the games now to see what we're going to see coming that is owned by Activision Blizzard. We're not looking at King.
No.
Because who cares if Candy Crush gets added to Game Pass?
Exactly. It's already on there, isn't it?
Exactly. Well, I mean, you just get it on your phone for free, so it doesn't matter if it's on Game Pass.
Yeah.
They get extra candies to crush if it's on Game Pass, I guess.
Extra candies.
Yeah. Anyways, whatever.
Let's go over the list.
Okay.
3D Ultra Pinball.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Like, maybe they own the rights to the tables, but, like, that name, who cares? Doesn't matter.
Is 3D Ultra Pinball the good one?
No. Like, what do you mean the good one? The one that has the cool tables in it?
Yeah.
No.
No, it
It's
definitely
not.
isn't.
It's not.
Definitely isn't. Call of Duty, of course.
Big one.
Call to Power.
I
no idea what that is.
don't know what that is. But Call of Duty is the big one. Are we going to see, like, Black Ops 3 or whatever the new one is, Game Pass day and date, or what's the deal?
I don't know. Call to Power is a Civilization spinoff.
Okay. All right. That's cool.
We got old Crash Bandicoot.
Crash is terrible. they were cool to look at in the 90s, but they also sucked back then, and they still suck now. So
Yep.
they're bad games.
Dark Reign.
Dark Reign.
The Future of War.
Okay. I'm not familiar with the Dark Reign.
No, I am also not. Oh, it's RTS.
Yep, that sounds about right.
That
sounds some old school Blizzard right there.
Diablo, of course.
Yeah.
Extreme Paint Brawl.
Who cares?
Who cares?
Yeah.
Front Page Sports Baseball.
So this was a very sim-esque baseball game back in the day, I think.
A Sin?
Sim.
Oh, Sim.
Like, I don't know if you actually played it. I think it was like a management thing, but I'm not sure. But again, who cares?
Yep.
No one's clamoring for a new Front Page Sports baseball game.
Classic Gabriel Knight.
Point and click.
Point and click FMV.
I like point and click generally that are more less, how would you say, less, I don't know, ridiculous. Like Gabriel Knight is the one that has the most ridiculous shit in it. Like,
yeah, it's got some pretty ridiculous shit.
To get by a guard, you have to glue cat hair to your face to give yourself a beard to change your look. That's Gabriel Knight right there. So.
Yeah. Geometry Wars.
Classic Xbox 360 launch game. Probably the surprise hit of the launch of the Xbox 360.
Played a lot of that.
I did not because I didn't buy it, but I know a lot of people played the shit out of it.
Yeah,
I never played it.
Yes,
but it looked cool as hell. So I know it.
It was cool as hell.
I'm familiar.
Guitar Hero.
I mean, was pretty much the hugest thing for a while there.
Yep.
But classic Activision style, they ran into the ground. Whereas maybe if they only did it every other year, it'd still be around. Yeah. But they decided to do, you know what? Let's do like one a year. Actually, how about like we do 3 a year? That's
now you got to buy drums.
Yeah. Well, the drums were cool. Yeah. I guess it was Rock Band was cool. But it was like Guitar Hero, and then there's the Guitar Hero like 2, Guitar Hero 3, and then there's like the Guitar Hero with the different bands and
Guitar Hero Disney, Guitar Hero Aerosmith, Guitar Hero the Beatles.
There wasn't, well, that was Rock Band, but yeah, anyways, they just pumped out way too many. Yeah. But man, those were fucking good times.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, so fun playing Rock Band and Guitar Hero.
Yeah, we played a lot of that together.
Oh my god. So much. So fun.
Gun.
I loved Gun. That's like Western themed, not quite on the level of Red Dead Redemption, but it was just like it was an Xbox and Xbox 360. It was a Xbox 360 launch game, but it was basically an Xbox game that was put on the Xbox 360. Didn't look too good, but it was still fun. I don't remember the story, but I remember I enjoyed it. I remember there's like steamboats and all this shit, so pretty cool.
I only remember the cover art. I never played the game. I just remember the yellow skull cover art.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
Hearthstone.
Is that going to come to Xbox? Like, that makes a lot of sense to me. That'd be so easy to play on Xbox.
Oh, yeah. It would be very easy to play on Xbox.
Yeah, that seems like a no-brainer to me.
Yeah. Heavy Gear.
Oh, I wonder. I think I have Heavy Gear. Xbox 360, Xbox Live Arcade, like side-scrolling shooter thing, maybe?
It's a good RPG system based on D6s as well.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking something different then.
It's a mech thing.
Okay.
So you probably have it.
Okay.
Heretic. In the classic Doom style
FPS.
Yep.
This is I've seen Heretic. I mean, I don't know.
And Hexen, of course.
Well, Hexen, I think, is more likely we'll see something with Hexen because that was the.
They've redone Hexen.
Well, also, what's
it.
His name from Microsoft was wearing a Hexen shirt on one of the press conferences, and he had to like do a whole tweet like, "No, I'm not. There's nothing coming from Hexen. I just really like Hexen." So since he really liked Hexen, I think we'll see something that's in Hexen related.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
Heroes of the Storm.
Oh, that's dead in the water, isn't it?
It's still there. You still
the Blizzard
play it.
MOBA? Yeah, but they're not updating
They're not updating it.
Yeah,
no.
that's done for.
Yeah. Interstate 76.
I liked Interstate 76. That's like Twisted Metal, but I don't know, more mature.
Never played it.
More sexy, I guess.
More sexy.
It's like Twisted Metal, but like maybe more grounded. There's no like crazy clown cars or Axel.
No.
Yeah, no, not really.
The King's Quest franchise.
Ooh, like that'd be so cool to have King's Quest on Game Pass.
Yeah, that would be dope.
Just fucking, excuse me, playing some any of the... Oh my god, point and clicks. My apologies.
Yeah.
All
King's
of a sudden
Quest
the
3, Rosella's Peril?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah.
I have a lot of fond memories playing King's Quest because I'd had one of the first games I ever got on my PC clone, my Tandy 1000 TL2,
Mm-hmm.
which is... Oh, I don't have that anymore.
Oh.
Was the original King's Quest.
Nice.
And you would... I got it for Christmas, and inside my stocking I got the hint book,
Oh, and you
which was all like you had the red screen to read it.
Yeah, like the almost like 3D glasses, kind of.
Yeah, and you needed that crap back then.
Yeah,
there was
yeah.
no way to figure out anything. You'd have to just rub
No.
everything on everything and try and figure it out. Yeah, lots of
Even
fun
then,
memories
you
playing
couldn't
that.
even just rub it on things because it's like you have to type in commands.
Oh yeah,
like,
you have to
what
type it all
do.
out.
Like, I can't get to this house. What do I have to do? You have to ask the house to sit down. Like, how the fuck would you know that as a kid?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You would have to know that fairy tale,
If yeah,
the Baba Yaga,
yeah, exactly. And what kid knows about that?
right?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Laura Bow mystery series.
That just sounds like a hidden item game.
It,
to
it
me.
sure does.
I don't know what that is, but whatever.
Yeah, Lost Vikings, the.
I played the Lost Vikings, the back in the day.
I never got to. It looked.
I played it on Super Nintendo.
I saw it in a lot of magazines, never got the opportunity to play it.
I don't remember it, but I remember playing it. So,
Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX.
like they have the Matt Hoffman license. Are you kidding me? Like maybe they made Matt Hoffman, but like they don't have the Matt. If they're still paying for the Matt Hoffman license, oh my god!
A terrible game which I love.
Overwatch. Okay.
Phantasmagoria, another
Point and click horror.
point and click full motion video.
Yeah, it's kind of corny nowadays, I think, but it was probably pretty spooky-esque in the like late 80s, early 90s when it came out. Yeah.
Pitfall.
Terrible game. Hate Pitfall.
And then near and dear to my heart, of course, Police Quest.
Another good one.
Another good one.
So it sucks that apparently they don't own Space Quest.
No, they do.
So where's that?
It's on that list.
Oh, it's
just further down.
It's truncated here for me.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see.
It's
Okay.
total truncation.
Okay.
Prototype.
That's like a superhero action game that was in the PlayStation 3 era, kind of like what was that other superhero game on the PlayStation 3? There was like a few sequels for them, and you're jumping around as a guy in like a leather jacket and shit like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Prototype was in that era of PlayStation gaming. I can't think of what the other one was called, but it looked interesting. I actually think I have this on Xbox 360, but never played it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Here's another one near and dear to my heart. Quest for Glory.
I never played Quest for Glory.
It's also a point and click adventure game, but with combat. So you had like kind of over the shoulder static combat where you would block and swing and stuff against monsters because you were a hero and you were on a quest for glory trying to kill all the monsters.
Yeah.
But also had Baba Yaga's house as well.
Maybe that's the one I'm thinking of then. Oh yeah, Heroes Quest. Yeah, we had a whole discussion about this where I was like, I played Heroes Quest, and you're like, what are you talking about? That's not what it's called.
No, that is what it's called.
Well, no, they changed the name.
Yeah,
it was called Heroes Quest, but then
I played it with
name.
Heroes Quest, but then they changed it all to Quest for Glory.
Yeah, so
I think Quest for Glory 1 was Heroes Quest.
But it originally was just called Heroes Quest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they franchised.
That's the one I
out.
played the most of.
Yeah, for sure.
Breaking into people's houses and stuff. Good
and
times.
another IP by Sierra, SWAT.
Yeah. Secret Weapons and Tactics.
Yep.
I never played this one either. There's a lot of PC stuff, so I never played it.
Yeah, I didn't get the opportunity to play SWAT.
Yeah.
Singularity. No idea what that is.
I don't know what that is, so I don't think anyone's clamoring for Singularity, but who knows?
Skylanders.
I mean, I don't expect Skylanders to be something they do anything with as a toys to games thing, but you know, there's a lot of characters they could use in a non-toy related way.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to start manufacturing toys for Skylanders, but
I highly doubt it.
I could be wrong. You know,
Yeah.
Who knows?
Soldier of Fortune.
Another shooter. Like, okay. They killed it when Call of Duty came.
Yep.
So, whatever.
Apparently anything Sierra is just near and dear to my heart.
Yeah.
Space Quest.
Space Quest.
What
I
a
played a
beauty.
bit of Space Quest. I liked it.
I have the big box of Space Quest 3 sitting over on the shelf over there.
Nice.
That was one of my favorites.
I just never. The only time I ever got to play any of these games was I go to somebody's house and they happen to have a computer.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, ooh, King's Quest. Ooh, Space Quest. Ooh, Police Quest.
Oh, take
ooh,
ladder.
Leisure Suit Larry.
You jam the ladder in your pocket. Ouch. The comedy in these games really, I really liked it when I was young.
Exactly.
Then we got Spyro.
Man, can we get a new Spyro game? Like, seriously. Like, Crash sucks, Spyro rules. Like, seriously.
I mean, they've been putting out new ones.
Not for Spyro.
Yeah, there's a new Spyro.
No, you're wrong. Unless you're counting Skylanders.
I believe there was a newer one.
I believe you're wrong.
It's like newer.
Well, the
not
Spyro
new.
trilogy remastered, which is what I played. But there's been no new Spyro game except Skylanders. The first Skylanders game was a Spyro game.
I thought there was a new one.
There's new Crash Bandicoot.
Quote unquote new.
No, there's a new Crash Bandicoot. But why the fuck would they do a new Crash Bandicoot? Crash Bandicoot sucks.
Oh, okay, never mind. It's just a reignited trilogy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Believe me, if there was a Spyro 4, I'd be playing it and I've played it. So
yeah, I was watching a YouTuber that you don't know.
Okay.
Who's really big.
Did he make the world's biggest elephant's toothpaste?
And he does like hour-long videos and does one on Spyro and of course Crash. Because he loves Crash.
Crash sucks though.
Next up, Tenchu.
Yeah, I didn't know Activision had Tenchu. Yeah, they sold the rights to From Software, so apparently they have the rights to the games from before 2004, which would have been, the PlayStation 1 Tenchu games?
Mm-hmm.
I played Tenchu. I liked it on the PS1 in 2001.
Yep.
But I can't imagine those games play good now.
Nope, definitely not.
No, I'm sure
anything that was
terrible.
awesome on PS1 plays terribly now.
Generally, yes. But, I mean, there's a few genres that you're probably okay revisiting.
Yeah, like any RPG.
But like Spyro was on the PS1. Could you imagine playing Spyro with the fucking D-pad?
I can, because I did.
Oh my god.
And jumping Flash.
Oh my god. That would be one to revisit.
Oh yeah.
Like, what's the draw distance in that game? When you jump up, you see 10 feet away in front of you?
Yeah, and then you're like, where'd that platform go?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yep. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Was huge. If they can actually get a game that's good. The last Tony Hawk games have been all trash.
Oh yeah.
Except the remakes, I guess. Like the remasters or remakes.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, they've remade Tony Hawk 1 and 2 times now.
Have they?
Yeah, because they did a remake a few years ago, and then they did another one more recently. Because I remember, I was like, wait, another remake? What?
All the remakes forever. True Crime.
Streets of LA.
Don't know what that one is.
Streets of Hong Kong. They were like GTA-esque games. The LA was like LA, and you drive around and commit crimes and whatever. Not as good as GTA, obviously. But
of course.
It's they were interesting anyways. I played a bit of them. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ultimate Soccer Manager.
I think this is straight up another sim one.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
It's just spreadsheet simulator.
Yeah. Warcraft and World of Warcraft.
Never heard of them.
No?
I think they're... no one's clamoring for them.
No,
but seriously, like, World of Warcraft on Xbox? Wouldn't that be a huge get?
That would be.
Like, obviously, MMOs work on console. Final Fantasy's done it. World of Warcraft now is simpled down enough that it could play on one controller. Mm-hmm. I think it just makes sense.
It does.
Even if it's not crossplay. Like, let's Warcraft on, like, their own servers. Mm-hmm. Just a console version.
Yeah, it makes sense for sure.
Warcraft, though, the RTS on console, I don't know about that.
Yeah, it's hard to do RTS.
But wouldn't it be cool if you logged into Game Pass and there's just the Warcraft battle chest is up there for you to play?
That'd be sweet.
Yeah, I wouldn't play it, but people would like that.
Yeah, they would.
Yeah. And then the most important thing on the list.
Yes. Want some rye?
Of course you do. Some Zork.
Yeah.
Dude, imagine Zork just on Game Pass tomorrow. Oh, that'd be so crazy. Zork is just a stupid, like, terrible FMV point and click.
Yeah.
Like, from the late 80s, early 90s. Mm-hmm. Just stupid. You get transported to the world of Zork and you're just Zorking about.
Yeah.
I only ever played that at my buddy's house because he had it, but like,
Yeah.
oh fucking, we were dying to want some rye.
Of course you do.
Oh, my
Technically, you were playing the Return to Zork.
Yes.
Because Zork is a text-based adventure.
Yeah, Return to Zork.
Yeah.
I don't know if we ever got past that guy with the rye because you have to pour it into the plant till he passes out. I don't know if we
Then you
ever
get
got
the key.
past that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't. That's the only part of that game I recall.
Yeah, me too. It
It's
just
so
stands
memorable.
out into your head. Just his voice and the way he looks. And,
Yeah.
oh my, want some rye?
Of course you do.
That's so stupid. And that's another game where it was like, hey, go get the janitor. He needs to do some lines for us now.
Yeah.
We need an old voice. Go get the janitor.
Go get him.
Yeah.
He's good. He knows what he's doing.
That's crazy.
The editing, my guy. The editing. I'm sorry.
You got to urinate
I gotta
again?
urinate again.
Oh my god. So much wee-wee in.
I know.
Let's go the Pro Skater HD bundle. All the OG Pro Skaters. I would play WoW Console Edition. And a remaster of the old Warcraft and StarCraft games. Well, I would imagine the first thing we're going to see is just see a urologist. We'll see like just the base regular games on Game Pass. Like here's the Warcraft Battle Chest. You can play Warcraft 1, 2, and 3. Enjoy. I would love to see Warcraft on console. I think that makes a lot of sense. A new Spyro game. Skylanders are toys for Spyro? Yeah. Damn, just missed the gravy train. But yeah, Space Quest, Police Quest, Heroes Quest. I love all those. I would have to imagine there's going to be Warcraft spin-offs of different like genres. Like we'll see you guys maxed out and you sound low. I'll talk to Mikey T about it. And you're talking into the mic. He told me to stay back further this time. Not as close as I usually do. But we'll see anyways how it's going. But I would have to imagine there'll be Warcraft spin-off games, like maybe a RPG, some sort of action game, like all sorts of shit. Like, why would they not do that? Tank says, I got you guys maxed out and you sound low.
Low?
That's what he says.
What do you mean low?
It's too late to do anything now, but maybe it's going through to Twitch is quiet or something.
Yeah,
like
maybe. I mean,
I guess you can pump up the Twitch, but yeah.
We just do that.
Now we're going to blow his ears out. Well, it's picking you up fine. I just think you're low in general. Even closer, it was still low. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just low on the old output to Twitch.
Yeah.
Because I am loud.
Nah. That's okay.
All right, last up, we got some non-gaming news.
Okay.
Bigfoot has been spotted and is confirmed
It's
to be alive.
It's confirmed to be
The hoax.
Oh, hoax or Bigfoot.
Or Bigfoot, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So some lady was traveling on like a quarter scale train rail ride kind of deal.
Yeah.
And she sees out the window Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Starts filming.
Okay. And it's on a quarter size train ride?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like just like a chunk, like not a full size train,
Yeah,
but
I
like a
get
smaller
it.
train ride. Yeah.
I get it.
They're riding the rails.
And Bigfoot.
She's like, and there's Bigfoot
She
in the
takes a
hills of
video.
Colorado.
She takes a video of it.
She takes a video.
Puts it on Facebook.
Yeah.
Geez, Louise, wouldn't that be a great way to get some business to your quarter size train ride?
Is
Drum
that
up
their
some
business?
No, but I'm saying like,
Oh yeah.
let's say you are the owner of the quarter size train ride, Mikey T, in the mountains of Colorado, and business is
Great.
a little slow this time of year.
Mm-hmm.
What if we get someone out there to wear a monkey outfit while they're riding by?
Yeah.
And then maybe people come to see if they can see the Bigfoot too.
Of course, it's a narrow gauge train ride.
Oh,
I have no idea what that is, but it's a thing. So yeah, the video is so dubious. It looks like a Bigfoot, like a Harry.
It looks like a hairy thing.
It looks like a Harry and the Hendersons style Bigfoot, but it looks like the Bigfoot is wearing a furry shirt and furry pants because it's not a continuous fur line.
Yeah. I can't believe it. It's fake.
Right?
Yeah, I think this is probably the train operators were like, just, don't make it obvious, but go walk on the hillside when the train comes, hide, pretend, hunker down like you're trying to hide.
Yeah.
And, maybe it'll become a viral thing, which it did. Congratulations.
Yes,
they did it.
It sure did.
And maybe some people will come ride our fucking train that we're losing money on.
But here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
The fur is too shiny. It's too straight. It's too perfect.
Maybe Bigfoot are like cats.
Self-grooming.
Or they groom each other.
That could be.
Okay, let's assume Bigfoots are real.
Yes.
In the mountains of the Rockies or Colorado.
Yes.
They would have to be grooming each other. Otherwise, they'd be like, I got a big tick on my back.
That's true, but
So
it looks like they just had the Tresemme experience at a salon.
Oh, you got a blowout that morning?
Yeah, it looks like
Yeah. I mean...
And anyone who is deep into the
Bigfoot lore? Yeah.
would instantly debunk this video because there isn't a goddamn tree in sight.
Okay, why does a Bigfoot need a tree?
They're always in the forest.
Okay,
they need a forest.
Okay, let's roll that back a little smidgen here. First of all, like how can you be an expert on something that doesn't exist?
Some people are.
They've
just crafted the lore.
So, but that's just created lore. Maybe Bigfoots really live in a cave on the mountains, and they just come to forage in the trees.
That could be.
We don't know the biology needs of a Bigfoot.
We sure don't.
Maybe they need the higher elevation because too much oxygen is bad for them, and their coat doesn't stay as luxurious.
Yeah, that's a luxurious coat that Bigfoot's got.
Maybe it's a Yeti. Did you ever think about that? Huh?
Aren't Yetis snowbound?
They just live above the tree line. Thank you very much.
Above the tree line.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just pretty fake for sure, but it's interesting to see anyways. Fake. There's a good survival found footage thing about Bigfoot where they go to find Bigfoot in the forest or whatever. They don't find Bigfoot.
No, nobody ever does.
It's interesting because that movie was directed by Bobcat Goldthwait.
Hey, Bobcat.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you're not familiar with Bobcat Goldthwait, you should Google his stand-up and his appearances in the Police Academy movies.
Yeah, just watch Police Academy 1.
Yeah.
Just go ahead.
That's not how he talks, obviously.
No,
That's an
definitely
act,
not.
But much like Gilbert Gottfried's voice was an act, too. Yeah, it looked fake as hell, but whatever. I think it's just the train yard. Or maybe even the train says, like, hey, be on look for a Bigfoot. The kids will like it if you see Bigfoot.
They sure
when
will.
we went at Christmas, I went to the Wild Lights,
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, look out for the hidden Pokemon in the camp. And there's like drawings of Pokemon and shit hidden around there. But it's just like, could that not have been the same thing? Like, oh, we just did a little Bigfoot thing for the kids to enjoy.
Yeah, right?
So, yeah, Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
I'm going to have to find some of these Bigfoot experts you're talking about.
Yeah, they're out there.
See what they're all about.
Have you heard of a man named Joe Rogan?
I've heard of Joe Rogan.
Bigfoot expert.
He's a Bigfoot expert?
Yeah.
How can he be a Bigfoot expert?
He just is. He's an expert in all things. He's Joe Rogan.
Yeah, I've never leaned into the cult of Joe Rogan.
No?
Not really.
He says some interesting things. Yeah, but he does have a lot of interesting conversations with a lot of smart people.
But he also has a lot of assholes on his show.
He has everyone and their dog.
Like, I don't know why you would ever have Jordan Peterson on your show more than one time.
It's a good conversation.
Is it?
Is it? I haven't listened to the Jordan Peterson ones.
Can't imagine it is, because Jordan Peterson's an idiot.
Yeah.
I don't need to watch an interview with him to know his ideas are stupid as fuck.
But Joe Rogan knows how to hold a conversation. He knows how to carry a conversation along. He knows the questions to ask and how to keep people engaged.
Is this the comedian from Fear Factor?
It sure is.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, he just knows how to have a good conversation. Depending on if you like the subject matter or not, that's that's to be decided.
I don't know. I've just seen clips of the show and him and the interviewers on TikTok and stuff like that. I mean, obviously, it's just a clip, but I just was like, no, I'm not interested in this. No, thank you.
Yeah.
No mas.
No mas. No
Yeah,
mas.
yeah.
Well, that's going to be it for news then.
Okay, fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, Game Club.
Oh, shit.
Each week, we play a video game. We play a chapter or a segment or a timed interval, and in this case, a mission of that video game.
Yes.
And then we talk about it.
Yeah.
And we are currently playing Control.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
Amazing.
Awesome.
Let me preface this. Let me go ahead and say first, this is a game club. You can play this game along with us. You received it for free if you have Epic and you've been receiving your free games every week. You have this game. You 100% have this game. And you can play along with us. You can join us live in the chat at twitch.tv/StreamvoidPod.
Yep.
Or you can join the Discord description and look down below in the description. There's a link there. You can join there. And each week you can post within the forum post that we've created for the game.
Yep.
And we will read it out on stream and you can let us know what your experiences are. Because this is a club. It's good to discuss.
Yep.
And yes, chapter 4? 3?
I don't know. 4, I think.
Yes. Okay, I'll preface this chapter
Uh-huh.
before we talk about it by saying security level. When you have a security card, you go up to the thing and you hold down X.
Uh-huh.
And it makes a sound like you have been denied. And if you have the card and clearance, it still makes that sound, but if you continue to hold X, it'll open the door.
Yeah, I think it just goes when you walk up to it.
Yeah.
And then you'll use your card.
Yeah.
I think that's more of a the door's not opening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will say that before we start discussing the chapter.
Okay. That sounds interesting.
So I've unlocked spin mode for my gun.
Yeah, I did too.
It's
That's
awful.
a pretty cool. I like this.
I didn't like it at all.
I liked it. I was having fun just blowing dudes away.
Yeah.
Because they just sort of like, take
They
the
get
shots and
they get stunned a lot more when you use spin.
they're just like getting hit and sort of staggered a bit.
Yeah.
So I like that, but it does. I don't know. The aim over distance not too good.
Yeah.
So.
I still enjoy the original. It's just got a lot of weight behind it. A lot
I
of punch.
mostly
and I love firing
use
that gun.
the original one, but I did try out the Pierce mode or whatever.
I unlocked Pierce mode right at the end of the chapter, so I didn't get to use it.
Yeah. I was like, oh, sniper mode, and it's like, oh, it's not really a sniper mode. It's more like it's like a charge mode where you charge it up and let it go. I was expecting to be like, oh, I can zoom in a bit. No.
That's what I was hoping. I was hoping for some sniper action.
No.
So
but it does do a lot of damage when you hit with it. So
we are on our way to the research department now.
Yeah, we want to find Darling. Is his name Darling?
Darling.
His office to find him, basically.
Yeah, but we also are looking for Marshall as well.
Yeah, I also did all the stuff that I didn't do for the last chapter as well that I could find.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So you got the dash.
I got the dash,
and you did the incinerator.
I did the incinerator, and I cleared the pipes too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Clear the pipes. Yeah,
the pipes got stuck up with the poo demon again.
Oh.
So I had to go there.
Oh.
Maybe that was the Ati side story for this chapter, because that's the first place I went to, and he had I think it was, because he had 2 missions for me.
Oh, interesting.
So he had the incinerator, which was the one from last chapter, I guess, and then this one was the poo pipes from this chapter.
Yeah, okay.
So I did both of those. The poo piping one, I made it more hard on myself than I needed to.
Yeah.
You have to unlock a door with the cubes to get to the
power cubes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, there's no cubes here. So I like ran back in the level and found one, brought it back, and did it. And then it was like, oh, if I would have just jumped on this box and looked over here, there's like them right in the room with me. So I did a lot of backtracking for nothing. So, which was whatever.
Yeah.
I got the dash. Oh, so that was the thing. I go and get the dash, and it takes you to like the astral plane.
Yep.
The tutorial zone, and it says like, it'll say like to dash, press the A button or whatever. So mine, it says to dash, press the nothing. There's no button.
Really?
So I'm hitting all the buttons. I'm like, it didn't unlock the dash. Like, what is going on? Like, it didn't unlock it. I'm pressing A and B and X, every button. Nothing's happening. Clicking in the sticks, And I'm like, I don't have the dash. So I was like, what the fuck? So then I was like, did it glitch out? Do I have to reload the checkpoint? Like, what's going on? So I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's like a combo button that I don't know. Let me look in the controller settings, whatever. So I go and look. It just hadn't assigned it to a button.
That's
it was
weird.
there, but it had no button. So I
That's-
assigned it to a
what?
button, and then it worked. Yeah, it
That's
was
bizarre.
so weird, dude.
Because you're playing on console, right?
I know, it was
That's so weird.
weird. Because, like, you know, I'm streaming it, and Bob Gaming was just like, he's like, it's X button. It's X. Just hit the X button. I'm like, I'm hitting the X button. Nothing's happening. So then I go, and it didn't bind it to a button.
That's so weird.
Yeah, it was weird. So
How bizarre.
So I got that ability. I also got another ability that Mikey T did not get.
Yep.
Got
This time I am the non-ability getter.
Yeah, I don't. This one's called like It's not dominate. It's something like that. But you can like take control of a bad guy when they're at low health. So it's not really that much of a help, really, at the start because I haven't upgraded it. I think as I upgraded it, the damage that I have to deal to them is less. But like for this one, it's like if they have like a sixth of their HP left, then it's okay.
Huh.
So you take control of them, and then they get shot by the bad guy and die. So it doesn't.
Is
really
it
do anything.
was that an object of power for that?
Yeah, it was. What was it? A safe, maybe?
Huh.
Because what was the object of power for the dash? That was the horse.
Yeah, the
And
carousel.
I think
horse.
this was the safe they're talking about. I think. But yeah, I found that. I don't remember where I found it. It was somewhere in the level, obviously.
Yeah,
'cause
it
I
must have
found
been
it.
back in maintenance.
Even when I got it, though, Bobby, who was watching, he's like, "Oh, you got that already?" So maybe I got it a little earlier than you're supposed to.
Maybe it's back in maintenance because I didn't go back through maintenance at all.
Maybe. The only thing I could think of was there was that one room. Oh, I think it was this area where you go through and there was the red door was blocked off and there's the red like cubes around that you blow away and then the door opens to the side.
Yeah,
Maybe it's in there.
Could be because I didn't realize you could actually blow those red cubes away until this chapter.
Yeah. Because you have to do it.
Yeah.
No, we did it before once because to get into the one zone, parapsychology or something like that, there was the red whole big wall and there was all the red ones around the room that we had to shoot. It's in like when you're going up to Darling's office.
Yeah,
if you
well
go
that's
down,
in this chapter.
Oh yeah, it wasn't in the chapter before.
No, it was in this chapter.
Wow.
Yeah, because I never shot one of those red things until this chapter, and it wasn't the proper way to first shoot your red thing. I got a quest like during this chapter you can get quests to go and do other things on different levels. Like alerts. Yeah. So I went back into an alert where I had to shoot the cubes.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Oh, okay. And then I went back here and I was like, oh, there's a cube.
Yeah.
I shoot it and then stuff opened.
We're going all around here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm kind of like a little down on the alerts because they're kind of nothing a little bit.
They're just a way to farm experience and mods.
But there was one, it popped up and it was like, oh, there's something going on in the executive area.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, I'll do that. So you have 15 minutes to go do it, right? So I start heading back. I get to the executive area and I'm like, oh, I finally found the room. And it's like, protect the guys or whatever.
Yeah.
I literally open the door and it goes, failed. Because the guys immediately killed them in the room and it was over.
Yeah.
And I was like, there was still 7 minutes left. Like I didn't even get to attempt to save them.
Yeah.
They just got killed immediately.
The first one I did.
So I was like, oh, fuck, this is stupid.
The first one I did, I went back, opened the doors to, it was somewhere in the executive area.
Yeah.
And I just got instantly murked.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like, oh, you're dead.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll retry it. And it's like, no, that's
Yeah.
it. Once you're dead, once you die on the alert, it's done.
But I think those alerts are just sort of like, they cycle through them. Like it'll probably give you the exact same one in a different room or something like that later. So they're nothing too crazy.
No,
anyways.
they're literally just for farming experience.
But even
mods.
then, I don't even need like any crafting materials. Like,
no, I don't think they give you crafting materials, just mods.
oh well, I mean the drops even.
Yeah,
But like I guess leveling up. The only thing I've left to do is like level up my ability to make higher level mods. So right now I can only make level 2 mods.
you can make mods.
Yeah, in the crafting menu.
Oh,
Yeah, one of the options is to make mods. And you can level up your ability to make mods. So I have a level 6 mod I found, but I can only make level 2 mods.
wow!
Yeah.
You found a level 6.
Yeah, I know. I was
Wow.
like, wow, it's got like an up, or maybe it was level 4. I remember it was two Roman characters,
Yeah.
but I thought it was 6. But it had a different color to it,
Yeah.
like the number or the description or whatever. I was like, "Ooh, this is like
I've
special."
only found level 2 so far.
No, I got some higher ones.
Yeah.
What else was interesting in this chapter?
So I'll tell you my experience in this chapter.
In the door,
In the door.
experience.
So
Okay.
you're on your way to find Marshall,
Mhm.
right? You go down,
Who is
take the
Marshall?
elevator.
Sorry.
Marshall is one of Darling's crew, like the old Chief's crew, director's crew.
Yeah.
Very trustworthy. Got to go find her.
Yeah.
So you go into research, take the elevator down to research. Nice atrium style lobby, lots of stairs up and down. You go up, you go to Darling's office, you go down, and you find some other stuff. There's a door that's all blocked up, and you're like, oh, I need to cleanse a control point to find this. So I'm looking all around the place.
Is that the red door?
Not the red door. No.
Okay.
I'm looking all around the place, can't find the control point. I'm like, okay, no control point here. That's fine.
Yeah.
And so I go down to where the door is you're supposed to go to, and I go up to it, and it's like, you don't have the security clearance. I'm like, okay. So I just walk off, and I'm like, well, where the hell am I supposed to go?
Yeah.
And so I find an elevator that's not operational, and I'm like, oh, it looks like I'm supposed to go down here. I can parkour my way down there.
Oh, God.
So I parkour my way down there.
Oh, wow.
No problem.
Wow.
I get to the bottom.
Yeah.
Like, okay, everything is just completely messed up down here. Like something's taken over.
Yeah.
I'm looking around like, oh, what is going on? Like you end up in like a bathroom that's just completely blown apart and there's stuff growing everywhere. And I continue on. I find the power cube for the elevator so I can reactivate the elevator. Reactivated. And I go further on and this whole room's just messed up. And the enemies here are like, they're like the Last of Us kind of enemies.
The cordyceps guys?
They're like cordyceps guys, but they take so many shots to kill and they one-shot you or two-shot you, and their bullets are so small when they shoot that you can't see them.
Okay.
And so I died down here so many times, and I'm like, I'm right in the room where I'm supposed to be because that's where the marker is.
But you're down a
But I'm down a whole spot.
Yeah.
And so I'm in here.
So you're
I
like
find
in the
a control
next
point.
area or something.
Yeah. I find a control point. I cleanse it. I'm like respawning here. I'm like, where do I even go?
Yeah.
Where do I even go?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I'll just go back up and look around, and I can't find anything. And I finally go back up to the door, and I'm like, well, this is the only door that I can go through.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm supposed to have the level clearance, and so I just hold down the button that it opens.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn it.
Yeah, I know which key cards I have, so if I see a number, I'll be like, I can open this door and go through it. But if I think I have up to 4 now, maybe. I think at the end of the chapter, you get 4. So at that point, I was like, oh, no, I have the number 4 now. I can definitely open up the Post-it note room.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm going to go do that. So I did do that before I ended the chapter because you didn't need to do that. Spoilers, who cares?
Yeah.
It didn't really do anything, really. I think there's one little note in there and then maybe a chest, but it was not worth it. I thought there'd be something cool as hell in there or something.
Do you have to lock in the astral elemental?
The say what? Oh, yeah, the guy in the room that's chasing you around.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do have to lock him in. That's the only way you can get through that little area. So there's like a astral thing that escaped they're testing on, and it's just like decimating this area it's in. Yeah. And you have to like bait it to go into a hallway and then run all the way around and push its button before it comes out the other way. And that was a bit of a pain because at first I was like, what am I supposed to do here? Like, I don't know. And then I finally saw the button to close the shutter to lock it away. And I was like, oh, okay, now I know.
I was like, oh, I need to get it in there, run back out, and then hit this button out here. Like, no, you run around the hallway, and then hit another button.
But you could sort of stun him a bit to make him move slower by like breaking off his shielding or whatever
shooting
it was.
him a little bit.
And I barely closed it down. Like he was trying to get out, and it was just like the gate came down. And it was like, nah, you're gonna go back in.
We got your hitbox. It's fine.
So he went back in. But it was like, oh, that was close, man. Good gravy. There was a bunch of notes I read about different things, just the usual weirdo stuff, more redacted stuff, and trying to figure out what they're talking about. Now you can sort of tell what they're talking about just from the way the note reads.
Yeah.
It says the redacted is like, well, that's the board. Like, obviously. I saw the Threshold Kids cartoon.
Saw that.
Which was they're always pretty interesting. I was like, am I fighting? Are these guys in wheelchairs?
I think they're either in wheelchairs
No.
or all just sitting in office chairs.
They're not. They are in. There was a note I found, and they are in like sounding devices or something like that. I can't remember what they're called, but it's like when they come back from the astral plane or wherever they go, they have to go and record their experiences in their little recording booths.
Uh-huh.
So you have to sit in this chair and record your stuff. So
Okay.
they're like in from these chairs or whatever. But I was just like, there's handicapped hiss. Like, what is going on here? It's like, is that guy in a wheelchair? What the fuck is going on? But yeah, it's always interesting to see the new sort of dudes they
Yeah.
come up with to show you. So
I've taken to just leap of faithing and then dashing before I hit the ground.
oh yeah,
That's you just negate all damage by doing that.
yeah. That's
And
a smart
there's
play.
when I was down in that messed up area that you're not supposed to be in yet,
Yeah.
there's another elevator that goes down further. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
do I need to go down there?
Oh my god.
But it's full of the purpley dream state crap,
oh, we can't go.
and you can't go down there. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I just yeet myself down there,
Mhm.
and you can't see anything. You're just taking damage, and I just dash,
Mhm.
and I end up in a secret hallway.
Oh god. Oh,
I was
like on this edge of the
Yeah,
as
yeah.
you're falling, you went into a secret
I
area.
was like, oh, this is where I'm supposed to go. I just have to hit dash before I hit the ground.
Oh yeah.
And so then I grab all the stuff in there, just some crafting materials and some
Yeah.
stuff. And then I'm like, well, I only have half health left.
Yeah.
And so I'd like try and eat myself down. The rest of it, it just kills me. I'm like,
Oh,
nah,
yeah.
can't do it.
Yeah, it's interesting to see what's going to be going on next
Mhm.
with the, how are we going to get through the gas and everything like
Yeah.
that.
What are the devices called? HEDs,
HRD,
HRDs,
Something like-
HEDs.
Hadron. I can't. Resonance something.
Yeah,
HRA. It's not
HRAs.
Is it HRA?
or HRTs, something like that.
Yeah, I can't. Well, it's not HRT.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly.
No.
Um,
We end up in one spot with in Darling's other lab,
Yeah.
and there's a puzzle with punch cards.
Oh, before we do the punch cards, did you go into the room with the speakers and the song?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, there's this, if you go in the research lobby, you go down, down, down.
Yeah.
There is, and you continue to go down.
Yeah.
There's a little hallway, a little room,
Yeah.
and you go inside there, and there's like just a lab, and then on the other side of the lab,
It's like a
there's like
listening chamber.
a
or
listening
something.
chamber. It's got all like the angular foam on the walls
Yeah, yeah.
and stuff.
Did you get attacked like a bunch in there?
No,
Yeah, I did.
I didn't get attacked at all.
Did you turn on the song?
Yeah.
So the song is like an object of power by itself.
Yeah.
So I'm in the room, and the room's not that big, right?
No, it's very small.
So there's the sounding room, and then there's like the control room. So I'm in the control room looking around, and I hear like behind me the hiss exploding guys spawned
Yeah.
in the room with me. And I was like, oh my god! So I started like throwing trash at them to blow them up. And I was like, that's so fucked up. So then I play the song and I'm listening to it, and I go into the listening chamber, and all sorts of them spawn in the room again and start coming into the room and attacking
crazy.
me and stuff like that. And I was like, oh my god, are they just going to keep attacking me till the song is over? Like, what is happening here? So I had to fight a bunch of them there, but I mean, I don't know if that's just because they were spawning in the general area of that
Maybe.
area. But yeah, it was very close quarters fighting for exploding guys.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, because there's a lot of guys that spawn in that lobby area because I died a lot. And so every time I died, I would
yeah.
have to go back to the elevator and run back through, and everything would just respawn.
Did I die there? I think I died maybe once or twice, but it was because of those guys that were like flying and were like, and they'd fly down and like smash on the ground.
They
by
do a lot
you.
of damage.
It's like, oh my god, I didn't expect that. Yeah, I'd be like in a room, like looking at stuff, and they'd come like all of a sudden around the corner and start shooting me through the glass and stuff like that. And I was like, the glass isn't bulletproof.
It's just regular glass.
Yeah. But yeah, the punch card room, that's basically the end of the mission, pretty much.
Yeah.
Where, because they can't use, I think the whole idea with the game, story-wise, is us as a civilization give objects power by the amount we think about it and use it. So because everyone is on their smartphone thinking about their smartphone. There can't be smartphones in here because that could become like a conduit for the hiss, more or less, to come through, because it becomes like an object of power. It's like synonymous, something everyone knows.
Yeah, everything's got to be like old and analog.
And that's why it's old computers with punch cards and shit. It's because no one's thinking about that.
Yeah.
It's old and busted. So you can use a computer that's old because it doesn't have any power over whatever, right?
Yeah.
So to operate this crystal, I don't even know what it was. It was trying to power a crystal.
Yeah, it's some kind of large HRD.
To make more of them.
Yeah.
We need to energize these crystals, but to turn it on, we need to use these punch cards.
Yeah.
And each punch card has a logo of... Did you do the hacking thing where you had to spin the computer one? There was a computer hacking one I had to do where I had to match the logo like that.
Yeah. That's how you get into that room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's these weird logos, and you have to like find which punch card goes to which computer, but there's clues by each computer. There'll be a whiteboard that says number 4, and there'll be like 6 punch cards, and 3 of them are crossed out, and you have to figure out what punch card goes to which computer anyways.
So yours was like that.
Oh, what? What was yours like?
So I went in there, found all the punch cards,
Yeah.
seen all the whiteboards, like, great. There's just a bunch of schmeary mess on the whiteboard.
Oh,
and so I'm like, okay, that's great. And
you're having some
I'm like-
graphical problems.
I'm like, what is going on? Like, I'm putting, like, how does this even sort out? I'm like looking at the whiteboard. They all look the same. It's just 5 symbols and they're all schmear
so
out.
what is going on with
And
that?
I was like, what the heck? Okay, so how do I do this puzzle? So I'm like,
Yeah.
and then Edwards?
The girl?
Marshall
Yeah.
is like, these whiteboards. What are these whiteboards? There's some kind of clue, because I was taking so long. I'm like, what do you mean there's a clue on the whiteboard? I can't even make these out.
Yeah, so...
And so I cranked my graphics all the way back up.
Yeah.
And poof, crystal clear.
So it's like when you put it down low, it's like just some textures are just blurry because that's a background object.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be sharp.
Yeah.
But it actually does need to be sharp.
That particular one needs to be sharp.
So when I was playing, there was a few times where I would go up to something and it would be all schmeary for a second, and then it would pop into the high def. And I was like, oh, it's just taking forever to load on my Xbox. But I was like, I bet you that's what it looks like for Mikey T when he's talking about like looks bad or whatever.
Yeah.
So what a pain.
I know.
Oh my God.
I ran around for like 10 minutes going like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
You can't even see anything. And I'm like, oh, I bet you my graphics setting is too low to display that properly.
That's weird.
Yeah, because that is one thing that they should have had fully. Like,
exactly.
If you're playing on like lower end system, it'd just be like you couldn't even do the puzzle.
Exactly. Yeah, the puzzle, I did it. I don't know if it was hard or easy. I don't know.
It was pretty easy.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, I literally did it the first try, so I can't imagine it being a difficult puzzle. But, I mean, I don't know.
I didn't do it first try because I had because the one whiteboard by number 3 has this could be either one of these.
Oh,
so I had it the wrong way.
I pictured it as switch places with them.
Oh.
That's what not either or. I pictured it as like, oh, we wrote them in the wrong spot. These should be switched.
Oh, okay.
So, but, I mean, everything else... It was just first try, so
yeah.
And then we started the crystal and it broke.
Yeah,
it's like oopsie poopsie.
Then we got to go down to the Black Crystal caves,
which I'd already been to because I found that area.
Yeah,
but I tried to go to it, but it was another thing where there's a big long walkway that's not there. So I'm thinking now maybe when I go back, there's going to be a light switch.
Oh, yeah,
because there's a whole thing where. What's her name? Ellie? Is her name Ellie? No, it's not Ellie. What's her name? The one in the executive, the one you're dealing with.
Yeah.
Emily.
Emily, yeah.
She's talking about the motel and how like there has to be something else with the motel. Like there's other doors we can't open, but maybe we can't open them until you come from the other way or whatever. Yeah. So I'm like, well, we're probably going to go back so I can get to this Black Rock quarry or whatever.
Did you go to the Smoker's Maze?
The Smoker's Maze. Yes. But I didn't get through it.
No, I don't think you can until you get the power that makes you incorporeal.
Yeah, there's going to be something we need.
Yeah, I
get through there.
There's a lot of documentation about an object of power that makes people incorporeal.
I don't know if I read any of those ones. I don't remember. But I was trying to like run through it.
Yeah,
I could like run up to the door, but it was closing a little too fast.
And even if you dash it, you can't get through it.
Yeah. So,
but if you go back and do the maze a couple times, different pathways will open,
I did.
And then there's some crafting material.
I did do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went through it I went through the loop like at least 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Because then I'd be like, oh, I've been here before. I already got this chest.
Yeah. I'm like, don't you open to turn left. No, it opened to turn left.
Yeah.
Now I'm going back to the start.
Yeah. It was interesting though. So
yeah.
That's one thing I like is just like the sort of architecture is not possible. Where they'd be like, wait, this is a room? This can't be a room. I just came from a hallway that's on the other side of this here. So
and you try and go back. It's like, oh, there's no doorway there anymore.
Yeah. So I like that. So
yeah.
It's just makes it interesting. And
for sure.
Weird, you know. I'm excited to see what's going to happen next.
Yes.
I'm liking it a lot. So far, it's still holding up. It's not any time where I'm just like, eh.
No.
Not like some other games.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna explore around.
I think I'll wait. Like last time, I think I played it on Wednesday. I think I played it on Tuesday, maybe. I think I played it after I did Costume Quest 2.
Yeah, you did.
I think I'll wait until like Saturday, this coming Saturday, so it's really fresh in my brain for this.
Brain fresh.
Yes. But yeah, it was fun. I liked it a lot, and yeah, it's if you revisit the earlier levels, I'm kicking the shit out of the bad guys there. That's gone in because I was like, oh, I have like a key card. Like, let me go back and look at these other spots, and it's like, oh fuck, this guy's dead immediately. I mean, pretty much everything does die immediately, anyways. When I throw a fucking filing cabinet at them.
Yep.
But yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's very good.
There is still one hallway near the beginning that we haven't been able to go down. There's the red hallway. I don't know if you ever went into it.
Yeah,
where it starts to kill
you. It just
you.
starts killing you.
Yeah, it's like, what's down there?
Yeah. We'll find out in later levels, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise,
absolutely.
it'll just be like a thing.
No, it'll show us.
It's like, you can't go down there.
It has to.
You can't?
It has to. It has to. I'm telling you, it has to.
Yeah. If you guys want to play along with us, as I alluded to earlier, just join the Discord down below. You can join us live in the chat. Just play along with us and let us know what your experiences are. Please, we're interested to know how you found it. If you liked it.
I'm getting like live feedback from Bob Gaming.
Yeah.
Because he'll be like, "Oh, I never went this way before." Like the sound room we were talking about. He's like, "I've never seen this."
Yeah, it's nestled down there.
Yeah, it was like a weird one. I don't even know how I got down there to find it, but because it's like down at the bottom and then around the back.
Yeah.
So, it's interesting though.
Because I had to explore that whole zone just to figure out where the hell I was going.
Exactly. Yeah, lots of fun. Get in there. You will enjoy it.
You will enjoy it.
I guarantee it.
Yes. And that's going to bring us to the end of this podcast, episode 146 of the Streamvoid Podcast.
Yep.
If you liked what you heard, make sure you get us out there. Share us with a friend. Let your friends know that we're two cool dudes.
Please do.
Talking about video games.
Yes, ma'am. And other things.
And Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Leave us a like, share us, leave us a comment, let us know what you liked about the show and what you didn't.
Yes.
Please
do.
Yes, do it. And with that being said, we'll see you guys again in 1 week's time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Videos for these podcasts for these weeks are going to be delayed till after the Streamathon because I'm not going to edit from my couch, dude. No. I could do it. If I was sitting at the desk, I could do it. But, like, I'm not using a mouse and a keyboard on my fucking couch, man. That's such a pain. So I'll get that all lined up and everything once I'm done. Snow pen run car. Oh my god, I like doggos. Was jacking it in the freezer. In the freezer, the shower.
Oh, snow pen run car.
Yeah, that's how you say it in Swedish.
Yeah.
What a guy.
I know. I had Tank was like all done run car. I'm like, what the hell was the start of that?
Snow pen run car. Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm gonna head home. I might make a stop at the Safeway, get some more energies. I'm running low on my energies. And I might pick up another Hungry Man. This Hungry Man was surprisingly good.
I've enjoyed a Hungry Man now and then. Some of them are good, some of them are really middling.
The one I had was like the beef steakette one.
Yeah.
The beef steakettes I think have shrunken in size.
Just like a little tiny little patty.
But I sent a picture to Bobby because I bought it in his honor.
Nice.
I also sent its picture. Oh, I think I sent it to you.
Yeah, I
too.
saw it.
But I sent that to you, Bobby. Could be anyone, and whatever. And could be anyone replied like, "Where's the pepper, Bobby?" Because Bobby puts a lot of fucking pepper on his food. You'll get a food shot from Bobby, and it's like, whoa, did you leave any pepper behind? If they put at the end of something, it makes shrinkflation okay.
Oh, yes.
I see.
Pepperette.
That's what I tell the ladies. It's a penis-et.
It's a penis-et.
Yeah. It's doesn't help with the disappointment. It's a disappointment-et.
Oh, it's a little disappointment.
Yeah. We're gonna go home. I in the DLC of the Pokemon, I got a Piplup. Piplup, and
Sure.
Tank's like, you have to get a shiny Piplup. So I was hatching some Piplup eggs on stream last night, and then I wonder traded them away. And now it took forever to get 30 eggs to hatch or whatever. It takes 30 minutes to get like 30 eggs. It's stupid. So I sat there collecting eggs. No Weebus? No Weebus until after the podcast or after this whatever the fuck we're on, Streamathon. Because I can't watch them until then.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess I could.
we're behind, but
yeah,
it's been busy.
It's been busy.
It's been extremely busy.
More for him than me, but yeah. Well, it's been busy for me too, just getting ready for the vacation and spending all this extra time. I like the storytelling of all the shows and anime. Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. See, he likes that.
Yeah,
he likes that.
It'll happen. It's just busy.
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah. Anyways, but what was I saying? Oh yeah. So during the movies, I just set the Switch next to me so I would get the eggs.
Yeah.
By the end of the movies, I didn't do it the whole time. Like in Pokemon, you can eat a sandwich that increases how many eggs. Anyways.
Yeah.
By the end of it, I was like, oh my god, I have 178 eggs now. So we're going to hatch some eggs, see what we can do. Wonder trade them away and have a faff. But I'm going to go and if you want, head over to the Twitch channel if you don't have if you don't have Instagram. Excuse me. And you can watch the Instagram live, or you can just go back to Instagram live and watch the Instagram live, where I will reply to any comments over there. Okay? Does that sound good with everybody? Please say yes. Mikey, come crash the Kurbathon one night. Hey, you can always join on the jouch.
Yeah, I was thinking about it.
He's also a busy lad, so...
Extremely busy, and only going to get busier.
Yeah, so if you can't do it, I will forgive him. We could do an old school movie time if you'd like. Just let me know. And we can watch 2 movies you've never seen. So I can literally pick 2 movies.
Yeah, any movies at all.
Any movies. Yeah.
We should...
True, think of it as a Mikey's last hurrah. Oh, God, is he terminal?
Am I terminal?
Uh-oh. I didn't know.
It will be. Not really.
No.
Because once everything gets busier, it's busier on another channel.
Yeah. It'll be fine. Terminally busy.
There will be another channel that you will be able to subscribe to and follow and get a lot of more content and listening to my voice because there will be a lot of VO and maybe some excitement for shoutcasting Magic the Gathering tournaments and stuff like that. Yeah.
Maybe shoutcast some marbles on stream.
A world record! It's a world record!
I'm
sad that clip doesn't exist anymore.
It does?
No. It got taken down because it had a copyright song in the back of it.
That VOD never made it to YouTube?
No.
That's too bad.
Yeah, that was back in the day before I was a smart guy.
All right, fair enough. Alrighty, well, head over to Instagram, join that show, and then I'm going to leave here and go to Safeway and get some energy drinks. And I'm a hungry man for lunch. Yeah.
My August 6th, 2022 is my most recent clip.
August 6th, 2022. Most recent?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was DJing. Let's see. World.
Let's see here.
World of Warcraft? Oh, that's me clipping you.
World of Warcraft? Is it possible to search?
Oh, no, wait. That's clips of my channel? What? But it's you? And we're playing World of Warcraft?
Me and you are? I don't think so.
What? Dude, I'm playing World of Warcraft.
With me?
I don't know.
I don't think so. You're playing it with... Oh my god.
December 19th, 2020.
That would be you and like, what's... Well, that's when Classic launched. So you're playing with what's his name? Have you seen this clip of the girl saying like, a guy's like, and now I have to friggin' debate Austin Powers, and she's like, I don't look like Austin Powers, and he's like, well, you're looking pretty groovy to me, baby. I think it's the same girl from this clip that I love from like 2 years ago, where she's talking as Marge Simpson, but doing a quote from The Godfather, where she says this. I think it's the same chick. Look at how they massacred my boy. Oh my god. Anyways.
So if I search for clips for Marbles on stream in the categories, nothing comes up. But if I scroll down, there's clips.
Oh, let's see here. I'm taking a look here because... And she 100% does look like him. Mosh, you know who I'm talking about then. Yeah, in the clip. Yeah. But I think it's the same chick that does the Marge Simpson one, which, oh my god, was so funny.
Oh my
God. I love that clip.
All this Marvel stuff was 5 years ago?
Yeah, dude.
The fuck?
The fuck? Those were some streams of all time.
Yep.
That was like when you first were streaming, though. More or less.
Yeah. What do we got? We got clips from Fortnite, Realm Royale, Destiny, Hunt Showdown, PlanetSide, and then Marbles on stream, Marbles on stream, Marbles on stream, Marbles on stream, Marbles on stream. Ultimate Chicken Horde.
Ah, damn it.
Sort of the stars of the pit.
I was hoping... I guess it's not considered to be media, what I did. I was hoping the clip that I posted of that Marbles on stream was not... It was something different, because I remember I tagged the buddy that created the game,
yeah,
and he came to your stream because of it, but I can't find my tweet about it anymore. So
no, the if you type world record in my chat, it doesn't exist. Although I think all my chatbot stuff got reset, so I don't think I have any of the commands anymore.
Don't know who she is, but I saw the clip. It's just a classic clip from... she was from this thing where she did Marge Simpson doing a line from The Godfather.
Yeah, when I had to format my PC, all my fucking Streamlabs stuff went away.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I don't have any of the commands anymore.
That's correct. No commands at all?
No commands, nothing set up.
Wow, that's not good.
Yeah, what a pain in the ass.
Well, there's at least a screenshot of it.
Yep.
Whew. Alrighty. Time for me to go, boys and squirrels.
Time for me to eat.
I'm gonna close down my computer. Goodbye.
Oh yeah, I'll